Hello, check 1 2. Alright, I'm back now. You guys back, yeah? Or did it not work? I'm back, okay. Alright, so I'm going to leave the music on because it's kind of nice. And you just let me know if it gets too annoying, but I'm going to be kind of busy installing this bike rack for the next hour, probably. Don't want you to see my wife doing yoga. I see upper pants or something. She's so sexy. My sexy, sexy wife. Yoga wife. Yoga girl. Alright, what if we do this? What if we back the car up? How about that? Let's do that. I'll just be yet another guy working on his car in the apartment parking lot. Check this out though. Isn't that nice? Thanks, Rob. Have a great ride. Isn't that nice? You totally saw it. I know. I know. Don't tell her, I said. Don't tell her, though. Don't tell her. I exploited my wife for content. I exploited my wife for content. Wait, is this? Yeah, that's, I think this is, Jose's. How am I going to do this? Alright, let me try this. I'm going to have to look at the ceiling for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna... I know my door is open. Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. Oh my God. God bless his back or upper things. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Shut up! Oh my God. Exactly. Well, believe me, I've been there. I have plenty of bumps in my road. Oh my God. Do you want to? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. And they'll tell you, don't get him started. Yeah. And they'll say the same thing. Don't get him talking about his, stuff. Alright. Now what? What's next? I mean, I guess I can tilt you kind of down for a bit. I'm going to be doing a lot of...
Have you drive your longboard on stream?
Oh yeah, tons. Crashed on it. At Marsville. Yeah, last summer I did longboard pretty much every day. I actually attached a GoPro to it. And for a while there too, that was really fun. That's why the mount is still there. I want to do that again.
Reboot the AT&T.
Why?
Ship connection.
Oh, was it? You know what? It's because I forgot my modems. I only have one modem. You guys there?
I am thinking to buy rollerblades for this summer.
You should, they're fun. I have some too.
Thank you. Yes, we hear. Yee, just a little LSD trip.
Yeah. I don't know why it always does that. It's kind of weird.
Yay, LSD.
Why does it always do that? I do not know.
WTHXD.
Oh, they're all on now. Yeah, you should be getting great stuff, so. Alright, I'm back in range here. God damn it.
I figured we were down a modem.
Or two.
Streaming.
She hates it, but she allows it.
Curious to see your new rack.
Me too. I can make all the nice rack jokes until we get tired of it. On my paid streaming, she allows it because she's a public figure. It helps the art community. It helps, it's what I like, because I don't have any friends in real life, because nobody is worthy.
All jokes aside.
I mean it. There's very few people in my immediate circle that I would ever be friends with. Very, very few. Maybe one within 10 miles that I know of. So that's why I stream. If I didn't stream, I would go crazy. I would really go crazy. And this is something I discovered 2-3 years ago, is that all the people with the funny jokes and the nerdy comments are on Twitch. Believe it or not, they're here.
I am going to sleep at 0:00. Have a great stream. Wish you best.
Yeah, have a good stream. I mean, have a good sleep. But, you know, lifetime warranty, made in China. Oh, maybe this got tracked.
IRL friends are hard.
IRL friends are hard. They're hard for people with who are finicky, you know. My wife found this amazing community at the art center, and she never stops raving about how awesome it is to be able to talk with like-minded people and everything, you know. And a guy like me, I don't make friends. And if I did make friends, you know, how many teddy bear loving, go
I
coding.
enjoy the RWX community. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe she'll start streaming too. We behaved in the art stream.
She'll start streaming. She loves you guys. She likes you. She does like you. She's just not a very sociable person. Even in real life, she's not. She's very picky about who she lets know anything about her life, you know. Wow, what is that? A big ass. This is for like those big tires, you know. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need the big tires. We need this. This is the smaller tire one. Alright. I'll put that over here. I think we have enough light today to do this. If not, I got my spotlights and stuff. It doesn't have instructions. It's one of those things where you just gotta figure it out. Very American. This is an American company, by the way. I wish I could have got discounts. I should tell them I'm going to be streaming with their product. I wonder what they would do. I'm like, you know what? I should put branding on it and see.
Any idea how long it's gonna take to assemble this contraption?
Oh, probably an hour or two. Yeah. Because I'm going to go slow. I'm not going to screw it up. You know? I'm sorry if that's boring for you, but I paid $800 for it. I want to use it. And I'm going to put my bike on it. What the hell is that? There literally is no documentation.
Hey all, what is going on?
You gotta be kidding me. It comes with a lock. Damn, it comes with a lock. Oh, that's so great.
Hey, the sun is outside to install.
Hi, Fort. We're installing a... Ooh, it comes with 2 locks. Damn, this is so top-notch, man. It comes with its tools. We're just another guy done with work for the day, working on his car in the apartment parking lot, like everybody else. All right, that looks important. Oh, I found the paper. There it is, right there. When in doubt, follow the instructions. It's not an IKEA project. And we're gonna unbox everything first.
I feel like we need a beer for this.
Oh, I'm cutting back on the beer because I'm cut my waist. I fit in my jeans today. I'm getting better. Oh damn! Look at this. This is the arm. Remove bolt assembly. Okay. And I'm supporting.
No cutting back.
What? I mean, I'll
One
still.
won't fucking kill you. Is this server wreck?
One won't kill me. I don't even have a beer fruit right now. I'm gonna have beer. Don't worry. Just not right now. This is not a server rack. No. No.
I know, Rob. Just kidding.
I know. I'm not giving up alcohol. I don't want you to think that. I'm just cutting back a
Enjoy
bit.
the install.
Yeah, if you guys have other stuff you want to do, let me know. I am not going to be a fun streamer to watch right now. Definitely a good time to ask me questions, though. If you want to just make conversation, this is the time to do it.
It is currently 61.
Yeah. How's my heart rate? 60. How is my heart rate still 6? It is. My heart rate is 64. I think that's a lie. I'm going to tighten it. I think the heart rate is a lie right now. Because it feels like it should be like 80. I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie. I think my 64 heart rate is a lie. Ooh, there's this, that's the swing arm thingy. Okay, here we go. We got all the tools. Carries 2 bikes, up to 60 pounds each.
Rob has a new toy.
This only carries 2 bikes.
And it requires assembly.
Of course it does. Remove e-batteries, front fenders. What? Panniers before you... I can't take my... If this does... Damn it. What if I make this whole fucking thing and I have to return it because it won't do my fenders? Remove e-bikes, front fenders, racks, and panniers before use. I can't remove my rack. I can't. That's the whole reason for getting it. Oh, that would suck. That would suck so bad. That would be so sad. Please don't. Please don't. It's not going to work. I can already tell you right now. This doesn't work with my bike. It doesn't. Absolutely, this is not going to work with my bike at all. This is not going to work with my bike. None of it. Why did I take it apart? Oh my god. I have to return it.
E-bike battery before use.
I have to look at how
To exchange.
look at how it attaches to the front. You see that? I can't do that. I can't do that. I have an adventure bike. I cannot take my fender off. It'll ruin the fender every time. None of this was on the side at all. This is made for downhill bikes, the end.
Nope, need a different model.
They don't have a different model. Damn it. Oh, God. Now I have to figure out how to get all this stuff back again.
Sorry, brah.
Watch them making me charge me some restocking fee. They're gonna charge me some restocking fee or some shit. I hope they don't. But American companies tend to be dicks about stuff like that. This will not work with my fender. I'm not gonna... The whole point is to get it on and off easily. God damn it. That makes me mad.
I have all as a 303-402-0190 number you can call.
It doesn't matter. I just saw it on their thing. It said, I know exactly what they said. And this does not work. And now it's in a million pieces. And I have got to figure out how to strap this shit to get it to go back. And if I don't package it well, I'm going to get dinged for not packaging it well.
It's not going to work with fenders.
Nope. And if I don't package it well, then they're going to say, you didn't package it right. And it's got...
Retip and send back.
Yeah. I'm almost out of light. I'm glad I read it. You know, if the piece of paper had been closer to the top, I would have opened the paper before I undid anything else. I don't even know how this is gonna go together now. I honestly have no fucking clue. It's a perfectly good rack, it just isn't gonna work for me. You know, I should have learned my lesson. I bought it online because it got a higher rating than everything that I saw that you couldn't buy online. And rather than go to REI, which is what I was originally going to do, and go to J, I thought, well, you know, I'll buy this better rack because it's a better one. And then I wasn't able to check anything out in advance. So, you know what? Sometimes the better course of action is to buy local. Now I have to pack this shit up and send it all back. Imagine if I bought like a drum kit or car or something. That's very sad. I'm very mad. I'm not mad. I mean, it's an understandable, you know, situation. There's really no enemies here. I love Rocky Mounts. I think it's a great company. They just don't make a rack I can use.
Call the company and make sure it's returnable. Yeah,
Oh, it
happens.
better be fucking returnable because I bought it off Amazon.
Don't worry too much.
Yeah. If it's not returnable, it's gonna be hell to pay. And I'll have to sell it on eBay or some shit and take a loss just because I opened the package. I mean, what else is new? No, Rob, don't get cynical. I'm not going to get cynical. I'm not going to get cynical.
No eBay, please. The fuckers take 11%.
I know.
Fuck them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I could definitely sell this around here someplace.
Show it to your local REI store.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably sell it, but... There's no way I'm going to be able to send this all back in one thing. I'm just not going to succeed.
Should be able to go on Amazon and hit return button.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I bought it on Amazon. This is the only reason I buy anything on Amazon. There's like no question return policy, which is awesome. Kind of bummed. But
Same.
better to do it now than, you know, could have
Give
been.
it a try to repackage and hopefully they accept it.
Oh, I think, I mean, if that's the other thing about Amazon is Amazon, you don't even really have to repackage things really nicely. But this is like a vendor resell, so it's a little bit different, you know. It's not like they had it at Amazon. It's a different kind of deal, you know. I tell you what, let's do. Let's go take the jet thing back and let's drive to REI. I don't even know if I have enough money because I'll have to wait for this return to come before I can buy it. I do, but I mean, they'll put it on if I buy it at REI. That's another advantage. They'll actually install it. And when you get to be my age, you're like, fuck it, I'm paying for somebody to do it, you know? I know it's bad. I am getting that way. I almost have this back to the point where this stuff will fit in there. Almost, but not quite. It looks like a very high quality rack though. It looks really well made. The pieces are really, really well made. You can tell it's got very high quality, you know, parts and stuff on it. That's probably a really great rack. It's just not the rack for me. Well, that one we got back in. Huh? That's nice. It's there. Bet you.
There are 2 stores in the Charlotte area that sell Rocky Mounts.
Really?
Maybe you can return it there.
What ones? What are the names? I doubt it, but that we might have to use that to have them purchase it if I can't return it through Amazon. I'm gonna have to pay some exorbitant return fee and shipping. The shipping is gonna be fucking crazy on this because it's so heavy. I've always wanted to know what happens when you return something that's really, really heavy. You know? Do you know the bike store offhand? Oh, I think I'm gonna figure this out. Damn, Rob. I'm good. Damn, I'm good. I'm good.
Recreational Equipment International, REI, 9755
Wait.
Center Parkway, Charlotte, NC.
You're telling me REI takes... This is the place that's what I'm going. That's where I was going to buy my other rack. I wonder if they would take it in on trade. I bet they would. REI sells Rocky Mounts? How did I not see that when I was there? I was actually there. It's my favorite store. Okay, that's where we're going tonight. Like now. Like right now.
Rack Attack, Charlotte, 605 North Polk Street, Pineville, NC, USA.
I think we would just go to REI. Because I love the people at REI. I'm a member. They love me.
What was wrong with it?
It doesn't work. Bottom line. Oh, damn. It's very heavy.
Oh, that was where Last Miles was picking on you.
Yeah.
Where are you heading to your
Hi. Huh? This one. I'm just gonna, I'm good. I forgot I need to open the trunk. It's a minor detail. How are you?
Not so nicely. Hello, Rob's neighbor. Recreational Equipment International, REI, 3334 West Friendly Avenue, Suite 140. The shop's at Friendly Center, Greensboro, NC 27410.
Whoa, what? It's in Greensboro? That's where we're moving. Oh, that's a different REI. Alright, forget that. Well, one thing's for sure, it's gonna have to be in the car, so that's all we have to decide for right now. Damn, that means the REI in Greensboro is better than the REI here. Now I want to move even more. Why the hell do I even put the seats up?
He sent multiple locations, I think.
My heart rate spiked to 83.
Probably should send closer location.
I'm not going to take it back. I'm going to go buy a new one. Like a boss. Because I want a fucking rack. It looks like look, there lies.
Okay, sir.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm gonna go buy a new one from REI. I'm gonna go buy the Yak. Because I don't.
I wish you well.
We need to find a rack that's gonna work with my bike. The end, right? And I can't put my bike in there, so yeah. I'm not mad. I'm just, you know. Sorry. Take off fenders. Who the fuck takes fenders off to use a bike rack? I mean, really. There's a million racks that don't need that. Why would it need that? It's so stupid. Alright, I gotta calm down. Calm down now. Actually, I'm just gonna. Do I have my keys? I'm just gonna get in the car. Like now. Oh, sorry. I'm not filming you. I want to. Let me tell you something.
Because my Shavasana is over. What?
Your Shavasana is over?
What?
You know what the first big bold line in that instructions is after I took it, which were buried because I had to take everything out to get to the instruction, what it says? Remove all racks and fenders in order to use rack. And I looked at all the pictures and I read all the comments before I bought it.
So you have to take.
I'd have to take my front pannier things off, and I'd have to uninstall my fender every time I want to use the rack. Every time.
Which means you're going to pack it all up and return it?
It's already packed back up. I'm going to REI to buy another one, and then I'm returning
Nice
this one.
sunset. It's been raining, snowing, and cloudy for
I know.
You
weeks
know
here.
what? Yoga fucking is so important. I got
It
so
is.
many ideas for my things. Like, this was such a valid day to stay home. Are you filming me?
Not anymore.
Damn it, Rob.
I was just a little
This one they
taste.
sell at the store. Rocky Mounts monorail 2x hitch.
I'm gonna go throw all my stuff away and leave you. I'm going to REI. You don't want to go to REI, do
Just
you?
for that, I'm going to buy paper on your account.
Buy what?
I'm going to buy paper with the money.
You can buy a paper because I'm gonna go spend several hundred on another rack until
I
this
know,
rack.
well, I don't want us to be down to zero. We're never going to be able to buy a house.
Yeah, we're getting pretty damn close.
Well, this is what my epiphany
Hello.
was.
Hi, how you doing?
My epiphany was.
Yeah,
My epiphany was
Yeah.
doing these prints, the Grimm's Fairy Tale prints,
yeah.
and I was thinking of how I wanted to figure out how to incorporate them into a book, but I wasn't sure. And it was funny because even
Rob,
Bruce
check
said
the
I
internet
would
because
love
I
to
don't
see
think they
these-
sell what you want to buy.
I would love to see these as
Yeah, they
book
do.
illustrations. And we have that big, large format printer.
That we don't do anything with.
No, at McCall.
Oh,
Oh, we
So
got pulse
what I'm
monitoring
gonna
OO.
do, because I'm scanning all my prints in and taking high resolution pictures,
yeah.
and Grimm's Fairy Tales are public domain, I'm going to find the first edition, and I'm going to make a accordion fold book and sew it to like bind my own book with my high resolution prints in it reproduced with the stories.
Oh, wow.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, but I could get a general
I'm
idea.
making my own edition of Grimm's Fairy Tales.
That's
with
better.
The first English edition text with my prints that I'm making, which I can scan in and print at high resolution.
Yeah.
And it's a wide format printer, so I can make an accordion book, which means I print it all flat and then fold the pages like an accordion and then bind it. So it's a handmade book.
That's be awesome, like an actual book.
Yeah, and then I can make a couple copies and sell them at my.
I think it'd be awesome.
my event.
It's a lot of work though, but it'd be awesome.
This is an ongoing project.
Awesome. I have a feeling your MFA is going to be all about print.
I don't know, but the dog's outside and you're locking her out.
Sam, Sam.
Sam, inside.
They sell at the store. Rocky Mounts monorail 2x hitch rack only. From the best I can them a phone call first.
I'm not giving
Put your
anybody a
fingers
phone
to the
call.
walking. Save some time.
I don't need to save any time here because the only reason I'm going there is to buy a rack. And the only company I trust right now is REI because I trust them. They have always maintained and helped me out. So it's a pretty easy decision. If I'm gonna own a bike rack, it's gonna come from REI. I'm not buying it off the internet. And if for some wild reason they don't support this, they don't take this back, which would be crazy because everything on Amazon is returnable, then we'll deal with it. And in which case I'll just have to sell it locally. If that actually turns out to happen, I'll probably move to Greensboro and post a for sale used commission to the REI there because REI supports their people. So that's the plan. And I'm a little bummed. I believe I'm dealing with it pretty well, all things considered. I can still turn the music off if you guys want it off. We're switching modems right now. Give me a sec. It's because we went out of range from the other one. Wait, is there some weird raspiness in the sound right now? I forgot to get the pressure washer, which we also need to return because there's no water spigot here. We have no water spigot on the apartment. I had a great day at work though. Yep. Doing really great things. We're doing great things at work. We got... I'm going to talk about that because it's something positive. I'm going to turn this sound down. So, after a bunch of like futzing around with Hugo for like 3 weeks and not being able to get it to work and looking at all different kinds of ways to do documentation at work, we ended up, I made the Kubernetes application that auto detects changes to a GitHub repo and builds a new documentation site using MakeTheDocs, MKDocs. And I demoed that 2 weeks ago, and we deployed it and everything, and everybody loved it so much. To be fair, the other team members that were younger than me were saying, why don't we just use MakeTheDocs from the beginning? And it became clear that only MakeTheDocs was going to accept the kind of organization that we were looking for. But more importantly, MakeDocs was the only tool that actually has a search engine built into it. I'm going to say that again. There is a search engine built into MakeTheDocs. You don't need to set it to Google. You don't need to do anything like that. That means if you had nothing more than a MakeTheDocs server, and it will automatically support full search of the entire site, all the documentation on the site. And every time you make a change, it automatically updates the indexing so that you get a new one, and it shows you little snippets of the successful hits every time. It's absolutely, hands down, the best documentation tool I've ever seen, ever. You know, and it does have some quirks that I don't like.
Never heard of Metadoc.
It's MKDOCS. And the theme that we're using is MKDOCS, MKDocs dash material, as in material, as in the color theme. And it comes with some extra stuff. It gives you can actually click on any page and it will show you the raw source code in Markdown. And if you click on another button, it will open the file in GitHub on the editor page in edit mode, ready for you to make changes and click on commit. It is the most powerful enterprise or any documentation platform I have ever seen. Hands down, without question. It works entirely without having an internet connection. Once, if on a phone. So if you get on a phone and you go to the website, after the first searches or so, it caches the entire website on your phone so that when you're not even there, you can still use it to search the docs portably. It's so ridiculously well designed. It's got to be one of the best applications of the last 2 decades that I've ever seen. And it's because it's right to the point. It actually has what's called a single single page app mode, in which case it actually, while you're typing in the search bar, it automatically shows you hit results from the indexes, including the bodies of the text documents, not just the titles, the bodies. And it shows it in real time while you're typing. And when you go to the other pages, it doesn't even blow out your search bar. It still leaves it there. It's so amazing. It's just so stinking amazing. It has automated table of contents creation. It automatically detects readme.md file if it's there. It uses the directory names to infer the stuff if you want. It does do Markdown. It does do front matter if you want to do tagging, but you don't need to do tagging because it indexes every single word in your entire documentation site. And it even renders it. Oh my god. So like, for example, like when it's like showing a thing.
I created my own knowledge base and I can select a search in the title and body.
Yeah.
I can also respond with results while typing.
Yep, those are great. Those are all great things. And I think most people would agree that there's certain things that you kind of have to have in a documentation tool. My Zet has that as well. It just doesn't have it in web form yet. The Zet is going to be better than this eventually because it does allow you to do composition. You cannot do composition with this particular tool, but you don't really need it if you're following a traditional, page kind of idea behind, Markdown like most people would do. So I can't overstress enough how big it is. Such a huge success at our place of work that as soon as we showed it to our peer team, the team that's like under the same management, but it's a peer of ours. We had meetings with them and we said, hey, we just like to show you this thing if you want to try it and look at it. They immediately wanted to put their whole team on it. And there's another kind of rival project out there that does use
added MKDocs to my to-do list. Thanks.
Yeah, there's kind of a rival project out there that uses GCP, and they're using Hugo in this absolutely horrific build process. If you change a typo, it redeploys the entire Kubernetes deployment. Like if you change the letter A in a page, it redeploys the entire deployment. It compiles, it static gens the whole thing, redeploys the whole thing, and they are notoriously out of date. They never update their documentation. That's why. And they have an entire Tekton pipeline just for producing a new one. So in order for them to make any changes to their documentation, let's say they find a spelling error, they like fix a spelling error and they have to deploy a new full deployment Tecton pipeline just to get a new version of the site. It's absolutely disgusting. It's so bad. And
It is the software behind Read the Docs, if I understand correctly.
it's just, yeah, it is. It's the software behind Read the Docs, yeah. And that's another thing about MK Docs that's got everybody so happy, is because it's actually also replaced Gitbook. I did not know this. Did you guys know that Gitbook went full proprietary? I was just reading that on the MakeDocs site, on the MK Docs site. Gitbook went fully proprietary apparently. That's like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't go with them. I knew they were going to do that. I had a feeling they were going to be that kind of company, bait and switch company. And it turned out that's exactly what they did. And they're going to go under so fast because nobody can compete with this. This is the best software for no-nonsense documentation ever created by humans. I am absolutely convinced. It's as good as ManPages, but it's webified. The best part about it is that it doesn't mess with your content. So you can have your content in its own repo and just have content in that repo. And why do I care? Because in that case, I can go ahead and I can do a grep search of the text files from the command line, but for those who want to use the web, they can use the web version. And that's my vision for Zettelkasten and for Keg, is to be able to do the same thing. The difference is the way they organize the content. The content for MakeDocs is hierarchical, and it has to have, plugs that have names in them and kind of annoying things like that. It doesn't take on the proven idea of short URLs, but I guess it doesn't really need to. And but you know what? It's using the industry standard practice of hierarchical directories for organizing your content, and everybody already organizes their content that way anyway. So they haven't quite thought through the alternative to that, what that would look like. My thing is the thing that I do is a little bit forward thinking because it has dynamic composition, and it works by itself, or it works as a composite application. So, but I definitely am going to make a Keg converter for the different document types out there for those who want to use this method. But if you're looking for a way to get like wicked easy documentation, it is. It's a beautiful day today. It is, yeah. A little bit of bad luck, but we're gonna go deal with that. Bonjour. You dream of a wiki for programming peoples. Well, the problem with wikis is that you don't get a common voice. I've come to think that wikis I used to be obsessed with MediaWiki. In 2000, 2001, I was obsessed with MediaWiki. Yeah, you can see my heartbeat. So when I start to rant, you can see me go crazy. Yeah, I'm testing that out right now. You can also see a bunch of other stuff on the screen, but it's turned off right now. Yeah. I have wind speed, I have slope, I have speed, total miles, time. I have an overlay. Last night I got obsessed. I spent about 2 hours and I made a bunch of bike cycling overlays. And you'll see those pretty soon. They use the same things that Rob CD uses. Rob CD and Mikey, they all use real-time IRL. And so yeah, that's why. I just need to figure out a way to get it to come on automatically. Be able to change. I haven't. Yeah. How does it work? It does GPS tracking. So it takes it takes GPS tracking from your phone, and it doesn't. The only problem with it is it doesn't work if your phone has any kind of internet access problems. So like if you are cycling in a place that's going to use, you know, all three of your modems just to stay connected, and your phone, if your phone drops a connection, it doesn't know, and so it takes big guesses between the point that it last knew where you were. And then I also signed up for a Strava account, STRAVA, and that has a lot of like routing and where to drive and where to bike. You know what's crazy? The Strava stuff. See this lake here? The Strava stuff has tons of paddleboard paths. People that were on their paddleboards that were out here, and it has the route that they took. It's pretty amazing, actually. Oh shit! I almost turned on the real-time IRL to check it in the car to see if it was accurate. Yeah, well, people use Strava for everything, right? So I used Strava like 2 years ago, I think, with a different email address. So I made a new account, and it's all set up. I have no friends. If you want to be my friend, you can go be my friend. You know what I really love about Strava? It has a thing called hide your identity, and it will automatically chop a mile from the beginning and ending of your destination, so that it doesn't give up your exact location. I've been really struggling to think about how I'm going to stream in Greensboro without people knowing where I live, or at least the exact house that I live in, you know? And I don't even know if it's worth it, to tell you the truth. What do you think? Let me give you a scenario, okay? I'm gonna actually, maybe, you know, while we're in the car, maybe you can help me figure this out, because this is like a big question that's kind of looming over my head for the move. Obviously, I've doxed myself at this apartment, and you could go right to my front door if you wanted, and I've just accepted that. I know it's a risk. That's what comes from streaming. You know, that's just a part of it. But I've been entertaining the idea of living in a home where I don't dox it. But the problem I have with that is I'm going to be streaming for the next 20 years. The chances, and I may probably will be living in that house over the next 20 years. There's going to be enough content. People who play geolocation, you know? No, I haven't had any instances at all. And you know, knock on wood, I don't want to. There are streamers who have had very, very serious incidents. They have different kind of communities. You know, they don't have as many people in their community, or they have different people. They have more people than I do. My wife and I are very public people in terms of our careers, but you know, and we have a stepson who lives with us. You know, he's an adult. But so here's where the question really comes down to. Is there such thing as privacy these days? I'm going to propose my thesis. My thesis...
I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
I love watching IRL stuff, but I completely understand when streamers make that private. I would feel uneasy.
Well, okay, so if it was just me, if I had young children, there's no way I would do it. Absolutely no way I would even stream at all. Because it's just too much risk, right? It's too much risk to my kids. If something happened to my kids, I couldn't handle it. If something happens to me, I'm fine. If something happens to my wife, that would make me feel bad.
There's various degrees of privacy.
Right. And that's what I think it boils down to. So I'm gonna just state what I think I've concluded at this point. I don't think it is possible to be a streamer at all especially one who covers the outdoors in your neighborhood or in your area, within 5 miles of your house, and maintain your privacy. Geolocation, people who practice geolocation, they automatically are going to be able to, I mean, if somebody were, okay, let's say...
Just carry your hunting, knife, machete, and deer spray with you.
Yeah. It's not even so much the danger to me. What I think the reason that people keep their exact address, I mean, okay, so I'm going to say some things. These are the worst things that can happen to streamers. Let me just go through them, okay? You can be stream sniped by somebody who's violent, okay? That number one. That's the one most people are afraid of. That one can easily be thwarted by streaming in safe areas, carrying weapons with you, that kind of thing. It's still a danger, but that one you can deal with. But the other ones are just a little bit more subtle, and they're more important to think about. And the ones that have shut down the other IRL streamers are calling ahead to the companies that you're going to and making bomb threats and stuff like that about the person who's about to come to the store. So they know you're going somewhere, and they call there and they warn them. They say, this guy's coming in with the camera, blah blah blah, and they scare the crap out of them. And this actually, there was a couple of streamers, it was terrifying. They were being so harassed that they would literally walk on the street. And some of those streamers now, when they do IRL streaming, they keep the camera on their face. They don't even show where they're walking. Because
Jalopy Jones says he streams with 3 bodyguards minimum.
So that if I'm just gonna say it, if that were to happen more than, you know, an unusual amount of time,
a community of coders is probably the best case.
Yeah, but you know, my community might grow to be people that are just chatters kind of people, you know. And now, oh god, the sunset is so beautiful right now. I wish I could show you. It's just like a half dome. It's so beautiful. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. If and when that kind of thing becomes a consistent problem, I'll stop. I'll just stop streaming. And if somebody wants to shut down my streaming, but you know what? I'll stop streaming, but I want to tell you something else. I will find that person who does that. And if you don't think I can, just know that I have a vast network of people that I have met from both America and Russia, from all walks of life and professions, with a very particular set of skills, and that I have over 30 years experience dealing with finding people like that. And I'm also married to a woman who is a professional postal inspector and private eye for most of her career, a security professional. So if people are gonna fuck with me, even once, I mean,
also have a lot of mafia friends.
I have so many
57F
friends. I tell you what, if
26% wind,
if some dumbass tries to do that with me even once, and if they keep doing it enough for me to stop streaming,
kind of people.
I will make it my life's mission to fucking shut you down in any definition that you want to fulfill for that term. And I got nothing better to do because I'm an old guy, you know, making good money. So I got the resources and the skill.
We will help you, Rob.
So yeah, so I'm not. It's not a challenge, but what I'm putting out there is
I
that,
got your back.
you know, if that kind of thing, nothing that I have ever done has been.
Personality cult could be very dangerous on Twitch and streaming in general.
Yeah, I know. Personality cults in general can be. Oh, speaking of that, PayPal banned me last night. PayPal banned me last night. They said after reviewing your stuff.
Plus, you have Russian mafia friends.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Maybe don't say that.
I just tuned in. What happened?
Nothing
Is
happened.
someone threatening you?
Nothing. Nobody's threatening me. What I'm just trying to assess next steps when I move. We're about to move, so I don't want anybody to get worried. Somebody just tuning in might get worried and think I'm trying to, you know, no.
But we are only here because of the tech.
Yeah, some of you are there for the tech, some of you are there for the biking, you know, but the community is going to grow, and it's not going to be just techies and hackers. It's going to eventually be just chatting people and artists and you know, stuff like that. So I think that we're in a pretty good place because I'm not. It's not like I'm going around making enemies.
I am here for the boobas.
Yeah, you're here for the boobas.
The channel you raided last night had some stuff stolen from their trailer overnight. You can never be too careful nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, did you see the guns he's carrying in his back of his car? Oh my God, I would never stream that.
And maybe because you tape your nipples, haha.
Yeah.
I think IT people are not violent.
I don't even. It doesn't look. The question isn't what is your community like. The question is.
After everyday stream watchers.
I am after. I'm not after anyone. I want to be available.
And hide your new place for as long as you can, TBH.
Okay, most people. Okay, so let's talk about that guy. That is the question we're going to talk about here. Okay, so one thing, you know, my wife can find anyone with the least amount of information. She is a pro. I mean, she is a pro. She would sit there and do the research for the postal inspectors and for her security company and everything. And she is so ridiculously talented. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how I am kind of. Привет. Просто интересно, она озвучит русский текст? Да. Да, озвучит русский текст, да. И интересно, что... So, what I'm trying to get at is, I guess every single person has to assess where they are when they're making the decisions about how much privacy to give up, particularly if they're a live streamer. But...
It's all about your CIA and FBI friends.
Will you stop? Will you stop? Don't tell everybody I have CIA, FBI, and Mafia friends. It doesn't sound good. It might be true. But... Damn. You're gonna get me in trouble. I don't use those words. Yeah. Well, how about let's qualify that. Let's say former KGB. How about that? So, you know, I'm trying to change the topic here. What is the right thing to do? So my initial thought was, well, let's go ahead and hide within 1 mile. Okay, so Strava hides within 1 mile of your home. So this is the question I have. Do you think hiding your location within 1 mile of your home is enough for a live streamer who streams biking every single day to be safe? And I think the answer is no. But I think that it's a kind of a qualified no. Because if they don't have your exact address, they can't send pizzas to your house, they can't do that kind of thing. You know, but it's not enough to be safe, because if somebody can triangulate within a mile, say you have this circle, you know, and all of your bike paths and everything start within a mile of your central point. Say you never ever start real-time IRL unless you are not at your house, right? And number one, they're going to know that you live in a home.
Mikey always stops stream before he goes into his app.
Yeah, but
something similar by changing to your office scene.
Yeah, Mikey is actually really lucky because he's at least he was in New York. I'm super interested to see how he changes. He's going to move to Georgia. But the question is before us is, you know, like if I was saved within an hour, within a mile of where I'm living now, that would be pretty good, right?
I am curious too.
That would be okay, because there's a huge apartment complex. The ability for you to know the exact place that I live would be hard, but you would eventually guess it, because eventually I would talk about being on the main floor. I would talk about being flooded, that the water came from the top level. We would talk about my son, being cold because his apartment is on the corner and it gets a lot of wind around it. Eventually I would dox enough about my apartment that you would be able to find which unit I'm on, right? And I could never ever stream playing Frisbee with the dog, ever. I could never stream that. So you see where I'm going with this? So it's going to really impact the stream for me to even attempt to not dox my address. Right now, there's another option here. One of them is that you don't care about doxing what your house looks like or what your yard looks like, but you just don't dox the exact address. But then anybody with Google Maps who knows your neighborhood just has to go down there and look enough at it, and they're going to find your address. It's not hard at all. You know what I mean? Not to mention the fact that your address is public information, and if somebody really wanted to look you up, they can look you up. There's a million ways to look up your address. So, and I only know that because my wife has been a professional PI, basically. She was a postal inspector. If you have a van, you have privacy, kind of, right? So the reason I'm going through such a big hassle here is because I don't want to build up the expectation with my wife or anyone, frankly, that I can create some illusion of personal privacy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Been two and a half-ish years, yeah. The 14. So, been 3? Has it been 3? It's been 3, yeah. Damn. Lost a year there. So, I guess what I'm getting at is... Yeah. Well, that's why I'm talking about it. Because I have been telling my wife that when we move to our new house, that I am not going to dox our location. But that's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, damn. I hope that didn't have anything sharp in it. Did you hear that? Damn it. I really hope that didn't have anything sharp in it. We're going to know soon enough. I ran over a piece of metal. This guy in front of me is really dangerous. So, I don't know. I think the best thing you can look. Let's start with some conclusions, okay? The first conclusion is, if someone wants to find you in 2023, they will find you. That's the first conclusion, right? And so the second conclusion is, people are lazy. All right? So it's the same reason that you buy a bike lock that anybody with bolt cutters could break through. You still use the bike lock. Right? You still use the bike lock because you want to stop the, thieves of convenience, they call them, who are just going to see a bike and say, hey, free bike, and walk off with it, right? You want to make it a hassle. But if somebody is hell-bent on stealing your bike, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. There's just no way. And so you have to assume that somebody really intent on finding you or stealing your bike is gonna do it, and then you make other preparations. For example, you get insurance on your bike, right, through homeowners insurance, or you and they're good at geoguessing. Oh my God, they're so good. And then you have that entire what's his name, Shia LaBeouf thing, right? Shia LaBeouf kept trying to hide that flag, and people were doing calculations of shadows and everything to find the exact longitude and latitude, and they nailed it. They even sent a drone in and took it out. I mean, people, that's what I'm saying, if people want to find you in 2023, they will find you. It becomes a matter of how much of an annoyance can you be to them finding you, and how much of an annoyance do you need to make yourself in order to live a relatively, uneventful life. And so then I'm trying to think, okay, so volunteer, for example, my phone number, right? They want to find you more. I agree. I agree. It's like a challenge, right? So, and please don't dox anything about me. I'm going to ask you nicely to not dox about me. It's also a bannable offense if you do it. But one of the things that I really, just because it's annoying, is I don't volunteer my my phone number. It's the one thing that I have been careful to not dox, because it's super ironic because. When I was at SkillStack, my company number was my personal number, and anybody could look it up anytime, and it was a direct line to me because I ran the company, right? And after that, I changed my number because I didn't want to have parents calling me and stuff. So I changed it to a different number completely, and I didn't tell anybody. To this day, I don't tell anybody that number. But you can find it. If you look hard enough, you could probably find it. Please don't dox it. But you could definitely find it. Same thing with my address, right? If you could totally find my address. But do I want to put those things out there? Now, things like credit card numbers and stuff like that, I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? I've had to cancel one credit card because of doxing it once, and I never have doxed another credit card since then. Yeah, right. So I think for my own comfort level, I'm going to say something, and the reason I'm running it by you is I think that my wife is not going to like it. But I need to tell my wife that I'm going to stream from the house that we live in. And that includes our yard, that includes the garage, that includes playing Frisbee with the dog. I will not directly dox my address. I'll avoid it, but it will be completely obvious to anybody who spends more than an hour looking for it. And I want to set that expectation with my wife so that she doesn't think. I mean, she's a PI. She'll already know that, right? She'll know that. But I think that if not playing Frisbee with the dog, for example, or not streaming from the garage with the door open, or not streaming while I'm mowing a lawn, or any number of things like that, I think that is kind of unrealistic to give up those things because you think they're going to make you safer. And that's my conclusion I'm making, and it's a different conclusion from what I said before. Before I was like, no, I'm going to do everything in my power to keep you from knowing where I live, and I think that was dumb. I don't think that's possible. I really don't. Anyway, so let me know your thoughts on that. So the long and short of it is, I'm not going to be publishing my address on my, but there was another female streamer who wanted to do some IRL streamer. You guys remember Danny? I haven't seen her stream in a long time, and she made a rule that she wasn't going to stream anything that wasn't 10 miles away from her home. And, she told herself she was going to do that. I remember saying it. And then within a week, I saw her stream from outside at her pool, in her truck, walking around and stuff. I was like, anyone could figure that house out. I mean, because they knew what town she lived in. Eventually somebody could find. So that's what's got me thinking. All right, let's go look at bike racks. Our goal now is to buy a bike rack from REI, or to order one of the two, and to find one that'll work with my bike. REI is my favorite store on the planet Earth, hands down. REI represents freedom, honestly. They know I stream. and stuff, so they should be fine with me doing it. Great night though, huh? I don't know if I'm gonna wear. Should I wear you though? Should I wear you on my arm, or should I not? Sometimes it's not good to wear you, you know? I'm gonna take you off. I'm taking you off. I'm just gonna carry you with me. Because I don't like volunteering it. You know. What time is it? I think we got a couple hours here. Oh, we have till 8. So we got 2 hours. You can get, this is a rack. This is the rack I looked at right here. I think this is the one to get. Sometimes I wonder if the ones that just bend down are good enough, you know? It's not like I'm gonna sit there. Let's go see if Jay's here. Is this a privacy situation? Well, that's the thing. And then there's my wife, you know? God, somebody tries to do shit with my wife. I feel so sorry with them. I feel so sorry for them. This place just makes me so happy. Their bike shop is so awesome. Got a whole shop going on. That's a great adventure bike. It's a fantastic adventure bike right there. Isn't it like a new bike? Hey, hi there. Can I ask you a quick question? Yeah. That bike you got right there, I actually bought a Rocky Mounts rack, and I got it all open, not from here. I'm going to return it to them. And I opened it up, and it's the first thing on the directions it says, which were buried, was you can't have a fender or a rack on the front wheel because it attaches to the front top of the thing. Uh-huh. If you were going to buy a rotator, get out of the way of the back, you know, hatch rack. There's the Yakima over here. Do you have a recommendation that would take a bike like that adventure bike like that without taking the fender off? Because I want to leave it on there. I want to just sure. You know. And I was talking. Is it Jay or Jake who? Another guy. I think his name's Jay. I was talking to him a couple months back. And I think I'm ready to buy a rack from you. I just was looking for the right one, and I wanted to ask you and see if you had any opinions on that. Yeah. It does have a top tube and all that other stuff.
Man, I will say,
I can just go look at them, but
sure.
Are you aware of people that are using racks with bikes that have fenders?
I use mine.
Do you have fenders on yours, on your town bike? Or do you have a Townie or something?
Yeah, I've got it like that one's a
I do have a Townie as well.
Commute, but
yeah.
I've got one that's got. Are you familiar with the SKS, the chromoplastic fenders? They're somewhat flexible and malleable. Mm-hmm. They're not as rigid as those fenders, and like I use. I don't think we stock it, but it's.
I'm probably going to stick with my. Because I've got a Salsa. It's a really, really, adventure-y kind of bike. I have a town bike that would be fine on here with those kind of fenders. But I've got front pannier rack mounts and everything. I just, taking it off would just be
for sure.
Pain in the butt. And it was hard enough to put it on there. So
what rack is it that you said that was no good with
the Rocky Mount, Rocky Mounts. Rocky, is that right? And it's It says it. I looked at the pictures of it, and it comes out, but the way it holds it is it has a thing that wraps around the top, the front wheel. I think it's made mostly for downhill bikes and stuff like that have no bars to mount on at all.
Huh. This is the rack that I use.
Is this one?
I think this was one we special ordered for somebody and they returned it or something. This is Saris Super Clamp EX, I think is what it's called. And I mean,
but that's the kind you just take it off. My problem is I really want to be able to get into the back of the Subaru, you know.
Yeah.
And then so there's the tilty one, and then there's this Yak which looks fine, but I don't even know how this one would mount on there. Is this more of a hanger kind of? I mean, I'll go study them out. I was wondering if you guys had opinions. Like, see, that's what I'm looking for. If I can get it. I actually just swapped my hitch out from a 1 1/4 or whatever to 2. Because I wanted, because the ones that swing generally use a 2 instead of
for sure.
I just had that conversion all made, and because I was getting excited about this.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work, and I just assume buy it from you guys instead of ordering it.
Carolyn might be able to answer your
I was
question.
gonna say, if I can help you, yeah. He is wondering at the bike counter if you guys do work on stationary bikes, so you might have more knowledge about that.
Wow.
And I might have more knowledge about that.
Yeah.
However, I'm super sissy, yeah.
I did. I bought a Rocky Mounts, and it won't do adventure bikes with fenders.
Oh, yep.
And I had to return the whole thing. I had no idea. I wish I bought it from Amazon. So you guys actually carry them in your Greensboro place.
I was gonna say I know we have them online. Every now and then we get them returned.
Yeah.
People buy them online and then bring back in the store.
It's from REI though.
Yep.
I mean, I should have checked. I didn't know, because I came in here and I saw that. First of all, I didn't know you had the swivel ones, and I went with a 2-inch. I just got a hitch for 2-inch to do that.
Cool.
But so what I need to find, I think, is that, or possibly that, for an adventure bike with pretty heavy. It's a Salsa Marrakesh. It's like 30 pounds or so.
Yeah.
And it's got, the big heavy fenders on it that aren't moving at all.
Totally, yeah.
I'd rather leave the wheels on if we could do that.
So most of our racks tilt away.
Yeah.
So even if you get a hanging rack, most of them tilt away. So you could go that route. Most of them do have the ability to go up to at least, I think it's like 45 pounds.
Yeah.
So you should be fine. There's a couple by Thule that are super trim. Hang tight, I have a little voice in my head.
No, it's fine.
Hey, if it's clearance, it's all on the floor. But then the other...
I think this is if I can make that work, that would be so great, because I could actually use this to lunch and everything off of.
And I have to tell you, the swing bases have become so popular.
They're so popular now.
Yeah, it gives you, even more so than the tilt-away, you get way more room to your hatch.
Yeah.
Because even here, you have to take your bikes off.
Yeah.
With these, you do not.
Well, that's another thing, is
you don't have to unload.
I'm thinking about even leaving it mounted to do like cross-country trips and stuff.
Exactly.
And just so I'm 100% sure that's probably where I'm at. 100% probably. But I don't know which one, because the Rocky I thought was good. It got really great reviews. It was, but
it doesn't avoid those fenders. That is the trickiest part.
So which, if any, swing styles even do it? I mean, there's a swing style here, right?
Hanging, exactly.
Is this
change is your hanging rack instead of tray rack.
Okay.
Tray rack functions with that arm that swings up, like these guys. This is not.
I'm guessing though that they do that. I guess that they do that more because the downhillers bikes, there's nothing to hang off of.
You got it. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And the geometry of like your top tube and all that, it doesn't usually accommodate a
that
hanging
kind of
bike. Yeah, which I'm trying to remember. I've seen a Marrakesh before.
Yeah, it's just a traditional adventure bike.
And you have a pretty straight across top tube.
100%, 100%.
So you'd actually be fine on a hanging rack.
Lived with my whole life though, so I think we'll be fine.
Be good at it.
Yeah.
You can always we sell actually a little bits of like Velcro, and you can always just Velcro.
Oh yeah, I have like I was a mountain bike guide
Oh,
in
so
Moab,
you
Utah.
know
So we would
games, yeah.
in the 80s we would
All sorts of
we would get old inner tubes and strap everything down.
Oh my God, so funny.
we so
yeah,
I think we could do. I think hanging's what I'm used to.
Hanging racks.
Yeah, and all my Fisher's a traditional frame. You know, it's got front fork suspension. So bottom line, I mean, I have a hardtail mountain bike, which should be fine on a hanging rack because it's got a triangle frame, and I got the Townie bike, so I don't see any reason not to get a hanger. So then the question is, do I get the Yak from you today, or do I?
You go check and make sure.
Yeah, last I
Have
checked.
a swinging
Is it? I think it was
base.
Jay. Is there a Jay?
Yeah,
that,
yep, there is
yeah,
a Jay.
that
Yep,
works
so
there.
you
Remember
have
him?
a swing base.
You do have one.
And then it's kind of like a design your own. That doesn't have the bike attachment to it.
Oh, got it.
But let me see. Type, 'cause I know.
Yeah, because I think I'm ready to buy it from you today because I'm gonna return the other one.
Let me see. I do believe, I just don't know off the top of my head,
Yeah.
because the Ridgeback 4 is what you're seeing there as a hanging rack.
Yeah. Oh, that which
Do
one?
come in
Oh, that.
Ridgeback 2s. So this base is sold as one.
Uh huh.
And then you do a bike rack. That bike rack is separate from what you're seeing here.
Oh, it kind of mounts to it.
But there
kind of thing.
is, that does have a swing arm to it.
Oh wow, that's a small one. Look
It
at that.
is, yep. And I think that holds 3 bikes. It might be, nope, it is 4 bikes.
Huh.
But hang tight, let me see. I believe that one is actually the full swing. There's so many crazy names to all of our bike
I know.
racks.
I know.
And they're all like catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have, oh yeah, I'm looking right at it. Full swing. So this has the ability to hold 4 bikes and will swing away. But does look slightly different than this.
Oh wow.
It
I don't
is-
think I saw that one when I was looking before.
That's
That's.
this rack here. So
Oh damn.
comes up like this. What we normally see with the full swing, I will tell you, is that this tube here is much wider than the standard Yakima hanging bike racks. So depending on geometry, some people have trouble getting
Oh, this part right here.
down with it. You got it.
Oh, I see.
See how big and bulky it is? And then this would be the Ridgeback. Separate still, but this is much more trim.
Right, but
The
this.
actual part you feed your bike over.
Oh wait, so this attaches to the swing arm.
You got it. Now that one over there comes with a swing arm.
Interesting. This is modular though, so.
You got it, yeah. The swing base is kind of like your foundation for the whole exosystem.
Yeah, I want to do
So
that.
you can go, bike rack, they have cargo boxes, they even have tables, like prep tables.
Oh really?
To camp off of it, so.
Yeah, I that's probably where I want to go. Does Thule have something like that too? I love Yak, but do they have a similar thing?
Let's say to Yakima.
Does Thule have the
Thule.
same thing as Yak?
They do have a swing base. I haven't seen it in REI yet.
Yeah.
I've seen, so this would be their swing base, Apex XT Swing. So this is their
Oh, that's
Thule's
their-
competitor to
Yeah.
the swing,
Yeah.
full swing.
Yeah. It's almost exactly the
Exactly.
same style and
honestly,
everything.
the features are the same. What you'll notice difference is like your straps are made different.
Yeah.
Your bar's a little bit trimmer.
Yep.
You actually get them into different ridge points.
Yep. Looks like they haven't changed that
I
much.
believe Thule allows you to take some of these off. So if you only want to carry 2 bikes, you can pull these off so you don't
Oh,
have
nice.
to get your bike over.
Yeah, and but this has they both have internal locking too.
Cable, I believe Thule does too.
Yeah. Someplace. It looks like they have
Yep,
a
it's on
guide
top
for it.
here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
it's on there.
I think I'm gonna walk around and think about it for a bit. I'll come back. If I grab it, I just.
I'm so sorry to get
Oh,
distracted.
no, that's cool. I know how it goes. My wife used to do security.
Right out the door.
Actually,
Well,
yeah. My wife used to. She would drive around. She ran the security for Old Navy for years.
oh
and
my
she'd have
gosh.
to do the
One
reviews
of my
and
good
come in.
friends work shipping and receiving for them. The one
Yeah.
right down there. Same thing. Huge pallets,
everything, dropped off at the back door, and they were pulling it
They're it's just so easy to just walk away with
We
it.
can ask them to pay for it, and that's
I know,
about it.
that was what was freaking me out is they can't. The policy is that you can't confront them or something. You just have to.
They just walk right out the door. And they all wear masks now because of COVID.
Oh, because so
They're the most
they can
COVID-conscious
just.
people in town.
Oh my God. I can't wait to tell my wife. She's gonna love it.
Oh my gosh. Anywho.
So
yeah, between
I'm gonna
the
buy it
actual
from you.
and when
I'm trying to decide whether to just get the bike rack for now or.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to go to full swing base. Let me ask you this: are you a member with
Yeah.
REI? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do get a year satisfaction guarantee.
Oh really?
So even if you're using it
Uh-huh.
and you decide, I could have just gone with the standard bike rack, you can always bring it back and swap it back.
Well, I'd have to find the bike attachments for that though if I'm gonna do that. Right? That would be the only thing. I'd have to figure out how to get the swing base to combine with.
To combine with, yeah. So then it is. That's the only thing I'm not positive of.
Yeah.
This has the double. So this Exo Swing base is this unit. So
Yeah.
this, I hate this display because it's confusing to show people. They look like they're connected, but there's 3 on here.
Right.
This is the swing base.
Uh-huh.
So these are modular and move out, which you're gonna have
And
to
that
bear with.
is that
because I forget
locked
the
down
pins.
so somebody doesn't walk off
It
with it, I
does. Yep.
guess.
Actually,
There's
it just has a
another.
locking pin.
Yeah.
That you can add to it.
There's a bolt down thing you can
You
get.
got it. Yeah, to
that,
your pin. Exactly.
Um.
But then this, I want to say that the bike rack for this
Yeah.
actually requires you to go to the second level.
Oh right.
Um,
I'm really tempted to just get the bike version of it for now.
swing. Yeah, exactly.
I'm guessing it doesn't look much cheaper. I mean, this is the one right here, right?
It is. Yep, exactly. And that one will run, I think it's $699. Let me
Yeah.
just check that for you because we just had some things go on sale too.
Yeah.
Tis the season when all the new models swap over. Yep, $699 for that.
I mean, this is the kind that I know. I've used this rack like this for years.
Exactly.
This swings out, but I don't
It does.
know
It
if it's
has
going to clear.
It has a locking pin. It's underneath here.
Uh-huh.
So you'll get a matching key to go here to pull out.
So
And then
it may or may not go all the way to the side of the. This one definitely goes all the way to the side. I mean, look at that swing.
It does, yes.
Yeah. So if this, so that would be a consideration. Is that it might.
There's your
Yeah.
I always forget about the back here.
Yeah. This is mostly just to get out of your way, but it's. I don't. Oh, your mic is over here. It might be.
Yeah, yep. And with
Going
it
here.
collapsed, you could swing it completely
Yeah.
straight.
That looks. I like how compact it is, though.
I was
You
gonna
know,
say, and
it's
I
like.
think that's where most people end up going
Yeah.
this way instead of this and then add. But if you think some people who
Yeah.
go, I want to be able to double decker or things like that.
Well,
they
if
go swing
if I'm going to
this.
do that, this is already. I was a big roof rack guy forever, but the adventure bikes don't go up there very easily,
No, not as easy.
and so
Yeah, and I think you're right. Marrakesh is right around 30-ish
yeah,
pounds.
it's with this stuff on. So I'll get this guy. I'm gonna put it in the cart.
We'll check because I don't want to sell you weight 56 bike mounting. Yep, max weight per bike 40 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
You're more than good. there.
Yeah, it's.
Even if
I
you
would be
end up
surprised.
One day going e-bike, you'll be set.
And rather than doing the modular thing, even though I like it, I think I'll just get creative with the roof rack.
Yeah, and
And
truly, I mean it.
that
If you
kind of
take
thing.
this and you say, "Oh, this is great, but I want to swap
Yeah,
to that,"
get the bigger one.
full year satisfaction
Yes,
guarantee. Just
I
turn it
know.
back, swap
That's
out.
so I love REI. I come here all the time.
Totally.
Return stuff. I'm gonna return the other one. Hopefully they'll take it back. It's unboxed, but we'll see.
There you go.
If
You
they
said
don't-
Amazon, right?
Amazon. Yeah.
Probably be able to.
probably.
It'll be a pain to ship back, but
I
you
know.
should try. You know what you should do? You should try Kohl's. You don't even have to box stuff up when you return it.
Oh.
Amazon things to Kohl's, you can just bring it in. They
You
box
just bring it
for
in, they
you.
box it. I did pretty good on the boxing, so
There you go.
this one's a lot lighter too. So if I was gonna
It
store
is.
it and everything,
Yeah, I also have to tell you, Yakima customer. When I did the whole what rack setup do I want, I did Thule and Yakima next to each other.
yeah,
There's hardly any difference, but Yakima customer service
they're good.
has been incredible.
I've been an owner of both for years, and
Yup.
I actually met the Thule guys when I was up out of paddle.
Yeah,
I worked
yeah.
for what's it called? Lake Norman CLT once upon a time, but back in the day. But they I talked to Thule about their paddleboard rack, and that put a little taint in my mouth because their paddleboard rack, I gave them feedback after retailer, and they didn't.
It's funny whenever we have sales reps that come in from brands.
Yeah.
I can't vibe with the Thule guy, and I feel terrible saying that.
I know.
The person is so kind.
Yeah, it's definitely a good product, but you know, I don't know. And then I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other thing, people buy Yakima when I'm just chatting it through. We don't make commission.
Oh, right.
Chatting it through, I go, this rack does look
it's a little cleaner.
Nicer than
Yeah.
Thule.
Yeah, it does.
They definitely have thought through.
It seems like they battle over design a lot.
Yeah, they totally
and
do.
then there's the whole Yakimas up in Washington where
Replacement parts are also easier to find.
this is true. Around here, they definitely are.
Totally. The other pro tip I'll have for you is if you ever lose one of your tie downs or things like that, come see us because when we get racks returned,
right.
we sometimes piece them out.
Yeah.
So we have replacement pieces. These come all the way out.
Oh, damn.
So
That's
people
fantastic.
lose them sometimes.
I love that.
Because you can trim it all the way down.
That is so much better than the whole.
Trying to fudge it around the tube.
Well, and then there was the elastic that we used to have to use.
Getting used to dry and crack out and all
Oh,
that. Yeah,
you
but if
know
ever
exactly.
you lose them, just come see us. We have buckets of random things and we can put that together for you too.
So exciting. All right, I'm gonna go put that on then. I'm gonna grab a cart.
If you want, feel free to browse.
What was your
around.
first
I'll
name?
get this to Frontline. Carolyn.
Carolyn, hi Carolyn. I'm Rob. Good to meet you. Carolyn is fantastic. German engineering. There is nothing to install, my friends. There's like literally nothing to install. You just stick it in and it works. Actually, there's probably a few things to install. Hey, RoboSynth. What's up, dogs? Sup Dog is awesome too. If you're doing a stand-up, yeah, stand-up's good. I just like a plain old rack and then put my foam in between them, you know. We got the right one. Full swing. Dude, it's just so simple. I think it's a little overpriced personally, but another thing too is this does 4 bikes and the other one only does 3. And I do have 3 bikes, so I'm also familiar with this type of rack because I used to sell these to everybody. Come on, buddy. You're gonna make me put this all the way up on the top? Alright, fine. Wait, which end is up? Which end is up? It's $700. My other rack was $700 too, though. This one, I can put more bikes on it. It's easier to... I know people see the old guy with the gray beard and they come running to help me usually. I gotta have a different cart here. I gotta have a better cart. That's like super dangerous. Let's find a better cart. Little kid. For 4 bikes, I know. The other one was only 2, so. Hey, do you have a... Can I borrow a hand truck for a rack that I want to buy?
Yes, that would be more of an action sports thing, and they have one. Let them know, okay?
All right. I was just talking to Caroline.
Yeah,
Carol? Yeah. Does she? I can buy a 4th bike for my wife. Yeah. They got a hand truck over here somewhere. I mean, I'm kind of okay with the modular system someday, but the thing I've noted with my experience with most of those modular systems that they inevitably fail because the company stops making new components for it. So whatever it is, if you get a modular system, eventually they'll rethink the way they do the modular part of the system, and so you're kind of better buying a a one-use type of thing because it'll always be there in the modular. Carolyn, oh well, look at that. That is so cool. What the hell is that thing? I think it's a boat. I think it's a boat. Yeah. I'm gonna go ask the other guy if he got a hand truck. Looks like it's a popular time to come here. The G5 was supposed to be fully modular. You love this store? Hey, my man, do you have a hand truck I could borrow just to take this rack home? Go put it in the car? Just temporarily. It's not going to quite fit in one of those shopping carts.
Yeah, we do. Give me 1 second. I'll bring it.
No problem. I know you're busy. Yeah, so, and then we can, what I want to do is I want to buy it, and then we can come back in and look around a little bit more.
All right, man.
At other stuff.
So we got a hand truck for you. Where are
Yeah.
you got something in your car you need to bring in?
I wanted to buy one of your bike racks here.
Yeah, for sure. So you just get into your car.
Yeah, I'm an old man. I can't carry it on my shoulder like I used to.
Which one were you looking at?
This guy right here.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah, give me 1 second. I think we have
Yeah.
one way.
Now we need to get the dog. We need to get the dog a rack, a thing to tow her in. Yeah, we'll be all good. Oh, look at you. I can, unless you're gonna.
Oh no, you're good. It's more awkward than it is heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'll help. And I'm going to the cashier. Are you going all the way, or I can go? I can go. Carol, oh God. I feel okay. Look at that. Do they have e-bikes for little kids now?
Not e-bikes.
That would be a little scary.
I know.
Getting them going off.
Way too fast.
Yeah. I'll probably buy this and come back in and browse around. So.
Yeah, no worries. What I can do is.
You're up until 8, yeah?
Yeah.
So.
I'm happy to leave this here if you want to go browse. And then whenever you're ready, Savannah,
gonna ring it all up.
for me.
Let's do that. Okay, thank you. The only problem is if you need the hand truck before I pack it, are you gonna?
Oh, you're just gonna leave it with the hand truck.
Oh, thank you. Carolyn's so nice. She's so nice. Okay, this is all the stuff I bought last time. I really need another pair of pants, honestly. I don't even want to say it. I do. I really need another pair of pants. I've only got 2, and I've been biking every day, and that's not quite enough to stay clean, you know? I really don't want to do that, though. It's so much money. I really need them, though. I cannot tell you how much I love these Pranos. I've got 2 pairs of them already now. Fox pants are good too, yeah. Later. We're gonna be fine. It's just we're getting hit with a bunch of stuff right now. Like a bunch of stuff. What do you think of these brown things? Have a color, isn't it? The way I look at it, if it keeps me alive an extra 6 years, it's paid for its money. You know what I mean? Why am I effing so much? I gotta go look. I have to see why I'm effing so much. Okay, that's why we're effing, because of stupid T-Mobile. The T-Mobile is only giving me 400 kilobits, just giving me 0 kilobits per second. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. I have to turn the kilobits down a little bit. That'll help us out. Don't remind me to turn it back up again. Gmail. I really like these black ones. I love them. Plus they hide everything. You know how rare it is for me? Those other ones are all messed up because I ran in the stickers with them. Should I get a 3230 or a 3430? Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel so bad buying these right now. Stupid ass T-Mobile. Those are the ones. I don't need anything else. I just need something to, some pants to wear. They get too stinky. That'll be 3 pairs of Prana. I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, you know what? We're gonna take back the pressure washer, so we're gonna save $100. So we broke even. Yep. And I'm just gonna go get quarters and go get it cleaned out that way. That's how we're gonna do it. Do we want to get anything else? No. My wife loves this store. Are you kidding me? She loves this store. I should call her. Out of kitchen garbage bags, my wife says. Alright. Alright, this is good. This is good. Let's do this. I'm sure there's something here that she needs. I wonder if she... I can put all of my bikes on that rack. We don't have a spigot at the apartment. There's no place, there's no water to attach to. That's it, that's the whole problem. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy?
What we don't cover is their... Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go to, I'm not gonna buy it, and we're gonna go to the pressure washer, car wash, to wash my bike when I have to, pay a few quarters, pay a buck or something, and then we're gonna go when we move. After we move in the garage, I'll get one there, and I'll get like a big one after we've like recovered from the move and everything. We're gonna have to rent. We're gonna have to rent again for at least a year. I don't think we're gonna qualify for a home purchase in Greensboro because she doesn't have any income. And then, so we'll probably end up renting in Greensboro again. And then we'll end up buying a house in Charlotte when we come back. We wanted to buy a house in Greensboro and then rent it to college kids, but I think that's a bad idea because we'd have to be a landlord and we would have to drive back and forth between Charlotte and Greensboro. I think that's a bad idea. Oh, hey. Rack right there, too.
Oh, the rack down there?
Yeah.
Back in 15. Thank you.
Oh, I got my...
Rack up there. Product pads.
And that's my last name. For the, if you want to look it up, it's kind of hard to type.
I can do it by your phone number.
Say my number out loud, please. And it'd be better if you use my last name. Cute little kid. You see it there? It's a crazy one, isn't it? It's a Mooresville address. No?
This is a lot with that last name.
Gary to me, really? Let me see the... I guess I could write it, the number for you if you want. Let me make a card that has it on it.
One more time and I can do the first and last.
Oh, well, there's one other guy named that. Why don't right on here.
Would you like a lift to your car?
I'm going. I can do that. I can. You are the best. You're the best. You're the best.
Just newly best friends. You have to come back if you don't love it, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna. I can't wait.
Okay,
I'm taking a townie down to Charlotte
Sounds
here pretty soon too.
good to meet you. Said Bob, right?
Yeah, Rob, Bob, whatever. One of those. Billy Bob.
If need
Thank you, Carol.
anything, you know where to find me.
Okay.
So I typed in the number and it didn't like show a prompt of anything. It said I had to press OK.
What number?
I know I have an account. I think I have an account anyway. Last time I
Look
removed
again,
it.
see if it...
Maybe I wrote the number wrong. So
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. I can't explain it, but there's probably something to do with it.
Looking at 8:59, 57. It should be ready for you now. Do you need a bag for the pants?
nah.
Printed or email receipt?
Email. Let's. Oh well, let's do both, huh? Yeah. Either one. Yep, that'll still work.
Sweet. And you're all set?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We gotta. You know what? I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the adventure bike to Charlotte on Friday instead of the town bike because I have to fix the town bike up. And we'll just use that, you know. And I'll get my lock working. I think that's what we can do. You know what I mean? I think Carolyn knew she was being filmed. She's super nice. thought that license plate said FBI for a second. It's FBT. I'm lucky Caroline was working tonight. Wasn't she nice? She was so nice. Hell, we could actually probably install this in the parking lot here. Heart rate spike. Don't drive fast, they'll come through the windshield and kill us all. That's the old golf cart, yeah. Old. Relatively. Damn, what is that? There's something sticking out of my... What the hell is that? Oh, it's trash. Okay, that makes sense. Caroline was awesome, isn't she? I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sometimes I feel like people are nicer to me because I'm old. Or at least I look a lot older than I am. I look like I'm like 60. Because of the beard and everything, and I'm totally bald. I look like a 60-year-old grandpa. And they're like, oh, let's take, you know. It really works to your advantage. I have a lot of fun with that. There you go. Do we want to get a hat? No. No, we're done. We're done, Rob. We're done. I bought the pants. That's old. My heart rate's 93. Look, loading that thing took me from 70 to 93. Don't exert yourself too much, old man. I feel slightly better now that we got through all that shit. Oh, the guy driving the Golf came out. He's a boomer. Older than me, if you can believe it. Yep. Should we drive past the Tesla charging station just for fun? Let me turn you up so I can hear you again. Got a lot of adventure people out here. Adventure. He's got a big old yak rack. That's how I used to have mine. My roof rack came out about a half foot off both sides because I put everything on there. I put skis and my bikes when I was a kid. My rack cost more than my car. I'm not even kidding. My super rack, yeah, I got a fairing on it and everything. It costs more than my car.
Wait, does the mirror show the heading?
The mirror shows the heading, yeah. So I don't need to show you that. It's kind of in the mirror right. Northwest.
You wanted us to remind you to turn your rate up.
Oh, right. K-Kip, you're such good. You're good. You're really good. Yeah, let's turn it back up to 6,000. Even though T-Mobile is shit. Shit! T-Mobile is shit. Want me to say it again? Alright, I'm going to check one thing. It's possible the T-Mobile thing went off I'm
This
checking.
is a reminder. You may have a bike rack, but I do not see a bike.
I do have a bike. Yeah. I hate that if you can't put these modems anywhere, the screen doesn't lock. There's no way to just lock the screen. I wonder if there's a way to lock the screen. Stealth mode, audio alerts, language, screen timeout, network settings. Sleep mode.
I am here for the first time because I saw the PayPal drama. Is it fixed?
No. It's not fixed, as far as I know. They did get back to me on Discord, and they said, if you don't stop swearing, we're not going to talk to you anymore. And I said, fine. And I don't know what else to do after that. Yeah, T-Mobile is fine. It's just, I don't know why it's not using it. Yeah, I don't know, man. The PayPal thing, I'm just so you know, I'm dropping PayPal for anything I do. I'm slowly getting rid of PayPal. So I found out, I did the research. My wife actually helped me a little bit. You don't, most...
Out of the loop. What drama? Is it worth knowing?
Yeah, it's super. I would never use PayPal for anything anymore. I'm done with PayPal ever. After years of working with them and tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of business with PayPal, I am dropping them completely. They have, in their usage agreement, they have a list of pre-approved activities that must be pre-approved, and they include like porn and stuff like that. And one of the activities is live streaming. Now, the thing I don't understand is I used PayPal for 2 years without a problem to receive my payments from Twitch, and all of a sudden, this is the reason I'm canceling it. So all of a sudden, everything stopped working, and there wasn't getting any money or anything, and I was really worried. I thought, man, it's getting lost, you know? And it turns out, thank God, that Twitch, you know, saves up the money they owe you, and they don't pay you. And I'm pretty sure I know what triggered
Wait,
it. So,
doesn't everyone use PayPal to get the Twitch payouts?
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what everybody told me to do. That's what there's many people who use Twitch to get payouts, right? And so then this is where it gets really interesting in terms of drama, right? Dude, I have right away. I have fucking right away. Anyway, I think I remember. Maybe I don't care. So, okay, so I did the research, right? Last night, this all went down last night at like 2 or 3 a.m. And I was obsessed. I couldn't sleep. And so I researched it all, and it turns out that a bunch of Twitch streamers have had the same problem. A lot of them. Like, I started finding hit after hit after hit of people complaining about PayPal, and Twitch streamers like, oh my God, my money just stopped all of a sudden. And so it's like a regularly occurring problem. It's been going on forever. And thank God, the one guy that I read, he said, yeah, I couldn't, this is the worst part. This is why I'm canceling it. The one guy said, you know, I gotta turn here. I did everything, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. You can't contact support. They just give you this big notification that says you can't do anything. And they don't give you any options. There's like a circular loop. Every time you click help or messenger and anything like that, there's nobody to go to. And you go to the thing and say, I want to talk to a human, I want to resolve this. There's no one. They're like, you can't, you don't have an account, blah, blah, blah. And so I was livid because I had no way to escalate this. And, you know, but you know what? They're happy to take my money still. So I went in and looked at my activity, And like all the payments, my automatic payments through PayPal, like to GitHub for the people I sponsor on GitHub, and to the Twitch people that I subscribe to, which is all going through PayPal right now. All of that stuff, they don't have any problem, you know, taking my money as long as it's associated with my bank account. But they don't want to give me any money at all. They don't want to give me any money, and they don't want to let me get money. They shut me down. They said, no, you know,
PayPal support sucks.
Yeah, and so they said, we're not going to let you get any money, but we'll take money from you happily. So I was like, really? And I didn't even have anybody to complain to. And I read this support thing, and the guy said the only way I got him to respond was I wrote to them on Twitter. And so I did the same thing, and they answered me today, and the first thing they said was, we're so sorry you've had such a hard time. We want to understand, but if you continue to use foul language, we will be unable to process any further help, and we will cease communications with you. And I was like, all right, fuck you. But if that's what you say, because I was pissed. I mean, I was pissed because I'd been getting payments no problem for 2 years, and without any notification or any explanation other than you violated our terms. Here's a link to the terms. And I'm like, okay, which term did I violate? And so I went through and I read all of the terms like nobody does, and it said live streaming. And so then I was like, okay, well then how the hell did I live stream for 2.5 years? Actually, no. How did I stream for almost 3 years without being notified of this? And also, how does every other Twitch streamer not got a problem either? Because I knew other people who use PayPal all the time. I was so livid. I was like, I don't get it. Plus, I actually know the CTO of PayPal. I taught his kid.
They make the process extremely frustrating, and then expect you to just be happy about shit customer service without never talking to a person.
No, and they have all the power, and that's I felt so powerless. You know, I felt so totally powerless. Like there's nothing I can do. They're holding all my money hostage. They could like, you know, do it. Whoa, you should see the other shit I found while I was looking for that. There's people who have had their bank accounts automatically debited because PayPal ruled.
Ban you for swearing at the company in public.
Yeah, that was not the main problem. That was not the main problem. The problem was that they didn't want to have an interaction with me. It's standard customer service de-escalation, right? They take people that are using profanity and they tell them, look, I want to help you, but if you continue to use profanity, I'll be forced to cease communications with you. That's how they deal with it. I've had that happen before. And they just, you know, you just have to calm down and do like my wife would do and just deal with the issue and then go off about your way because they have all the powers. It doesn't matter how angry you are. And, you know, they cancel your health insurance when it wasn't your fault at all. It happened to me as well on Christmas, you know. You got to keep your cool. I don't know how, you just have to. So anyway, I'm waiting to hear back from them. They sent me a link someplace to go to something.
Smoke a joint and cancel the account.
Yeah, and exactly. So having gone through this entire thing, I am so done with PayPal. I am absolutely done with it. You should read the other stuff that I read in their customer service forums. I mean, it's absolutely insane. It's insane. They've automatically just charged people money without letting it go through any kind of like, you know, resolution or anything. They've decided in their favor, and then they've just hit their bank accounts because they got their routing numbers and everything, taken the money and ran and said, fine, sue us if you want to. The shit that has gone down with PayPal is like unexcusable. I can't believe it. It's almost like God said, you know what? You need to like wake up and stop using PayPal because you're going to get screwed over by this company. I mean, every company wants to screw you over, but you know, after I read that, I was like, I don't want anything to do with them again.
That's robbery. My PayPal is tied to a prepaid credit card.
Yeah, it is.
Good luck, homie.
I mean, tying it to a prepaid credit card is the way to go. It definitely is the way to go if you can pull that off. And a lot of people do that, and I would probably do that again. Twitch is another one, though. I'm trying to decide what to do with Twitch, right? Twitch will cut you a check, pay to PayPal, or they will pay. I mean, and why would Twitch, look, why would Twitch even have the offer to pay to PayPal if they knew it was against PayPal terms of service? I don't get it. Why would they even give the option?
Send me a check in the mail.
It directly says on PayPal's terms of service, you have to be pre-approved to receive payments through Twitch. And yet Twitch's site, when you sign up for affiliate or whatever, it says PayPal, direct bank deposit, which is always scary, or a check. You can actually get a check cut. And so, you know, I'm kind of torn here, because I thought before I was kind of using PayPal as like the intermediary to protect me from bad people out there, but, you know, bad companies.
They expect you to do the legwork. I always say cash is king and paper is money.
Yeah.
Why is a direct bank deposit scary?
Oh, do you really? Why is the direct bank deposit? Well, I mean, for them to do a direct bank deposit, they have to have your routing number, and I don't know if that allows them to debit my bank account as well.
So cut me a check, son.
I don't think it does. I think you're safe. I think we're probably safe. I'm actually going to switch to Twitch. For the record, I'm going to switch to using my credit card, which I can control. You can actually turn a credit card off, right? Your credit card comes with insurance, most of them. So if somebody does a fraudulent thing against your credit card, you can escalate it with the credit card company, and you can use that as protection. It's actually another reason you shouldn't use your credit card as a debit card, because the debit card does not have the same protections of insurance that your credit card has. So the problem is that the credit card obviously comes with interest, and you have to make sure you pay it off. Debit card doesn't have that problem.
They often use your credit card as ransom.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, just tried to close my account and I get, you need to resolve outstanding issues with your account. Asks me to contact customer support. Time to move into crypto.
Yeah. So, well, that's when I knew I wanted to get rid of PayPal completely. When PayPal started getting into the crypto game and they spent all their time on crypto instead of improving their customer service, I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. And so my wife and I were looking at Square. Square apparently has got a really solid reputation. They're moving into transactional stuff.
What's your thoughts on Bitcoin?
I'm not a crypto fan at all. I don't want anything to do with it. I just think it's bad for the world, bottom line, and for lots of reasons. So I'm not into crypto. The only thing crypto is really good for is buying stuff that, you know, that doesn't work.
Trash crypto.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, I'm not trashing it. If you want to do it, fine. I don't think it's a viable alternative to what we're looking at. I think people need to explore it and figure it out. But I do not want to use crypto. I don't want a world where everybody has to have a crypto wallet in order to participate in humanity. I think that's a fail, and I personally don't like that.
Crypto is a CIA-fed project.
Yeah,
they crowdfund the tech they're gonna use for the digital fiat for central banks.
Yeah, I mean, if the central bank actually came up with its own crypto, if the central bank itself came up with its own crypto and crypto became just a mechanism by which we did exchanges and they controlled the trust and the control of it, I might be more inclined to do it, because the central bank is, I mean, like everything, it can be corrupted, but I would trust the central bank before I would trust the crypto economy by itself. So that is something that's kind of interesting to me. We'll see how that goes. That would also relinquish the power of the fiat currency from the United States. So it's actually bad for the U.S. economy to do that, but that's fine. I don't care. So, but anyway, so PayPal decided, whatever they decide, I'm going to get off of them, and I'm going to use direct bank deposit. And I'm going to start using credit cards for everything, and I have a separate bank account for my company for SkillStack, and I'm going to just continue to use that bank account because I'm still doing sole proprietor business, so it's technically a valid account.
You have resolved the issue by closing the account.
Yeah, I'm going to close the account, and I'm just not going to use it anymore. And the problem is that I have so many things auto-debiting to it that I have to make sure that those things get taken care of, including my DigitalOcean account, which manages my email, which all of a sudden said it was overdue. And I was like, hell, I mean, that worried me, because if my email stops working, everything stops working. And you know, it's interesting how dependent we are on, you know, all the different base technologies. Oh God, can you see the moon?
To get a hold of customer service
Oh
and a
my
number to
God.
contact them, please share that in Discord.
There is no customer service number to get a hold of. They, as far as I know, maybe I could not find it. I looked everywhere. I did find a chat
There's a
thing.
number out there. They just make it impossible to find.
I found a
Well, there
contact.
is. Full moon.
Did you see that moon? It was like, that full moon was like reflected off the lake. That was so beautiful. I almost want to find a scene of that again. That was so gorgeous. So, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I feel like just a lot of things happening, you know? Nothing bad. It's just so much going on all at once right now.
PayPal customer service 1-888-221-1161.
Oh, you found it. Nice. Yeah, I did find their chat, their text chat, and I said I want to talk to a human, and they said come back, talk to us, chat with us between the hours of this and that. Believe it or not, I have more success chatting with help people through text than I ever have on the phone. I don't know why, I just do. I feel like maybe it makes it more clear or something. I've had a lot more success if I use the chat interface than if I actually talk to somebody. I know that sounds bad, but
It is more effective.
yeah, I mean, I can provide links to things, and if they have a problem with the language, which, let's just be real, so many customer support and help desks have troubles with English. Either I can't understand them or they can't understand me. You know, and I don't care that they are from different or non-English speakers natively. That I don't really care about that. I just want to get my problem resolved. And so often I find that I just have a hard time communicating. And I also tend to get ranty and to use more words than I need. No surprise there, right? Y'all are like, no surprise there. So if I use text chat, it forces me to stick with the point, the issue, and I'm like, you know, I'm like really focused, and I'm able to get you know, my thought communicated better. That's just my preference. I tend to do better with text chat when it's available. It's not always available, but when it is, it tends to be better. Yeah, so that was my sob story. And, you know, I mean, I've done so many. I took a $30,000 loan out from them and paid every dime of it back like 9 years ago. And, I mean, I have been they've taken 2% of my income for 10 years.
You should speak to them in Russian.
They've taken 2% of all of my income, every dime. They've taken 2% of all of my income for 10 years. For 10 years. And if you figure out how much money I was making, which was at least, it was at least 100,000 every year except for one, then, you know,
I don't know.
they
When
made...
I get paid, I like to get paid directly, not give my money to someone else and hope they give me the right amount.
The other problem was, the reason I had to use PayPal for my parents to pay me was because they hated writing checks. They hated writing checks. It was such a pain in the ass to get them to do it. They liked PayPal because it was easier for them. So I took a 2% loss just for using PayPal. You know? And I think, by the way, I didn't have any problem with them until the first donation. I got the last transaction I had with PayPal, I'm not even kidding, I got a 43-cent donation from Streamlabs, and that is what triggered it. All the Twitch stuff was fine, but the first time I got a Streamlabs direct donation, 43 cents. Somebody donated $1 through the donation system. And if you think about that, it was a 43 Was it 43 or 84? I can't remember. It was like a few cents, right? So somebody was just testing out the donation system, and they sent me like a $1 donation, and they got the percentage taken out of it, and that hit my PayPal account, and that was enough to trigger, as far as I can tell, that was enough to trigger a review, and they're like, oh damn, this guy's laundering money through Twitch. All these lessons. This is why somebody needs to make a fucking book about this shit. If you want to be a live streamer, there are so many little teeny tiny lessons learned that if you do it right when you set it up,
Twitch can just pay me.
yeah. If you do it right when you set it up, these little tiny decisions, they all add up.
Money laundering. What?
Well, Twitch, I mean, the reason that they don't like that is because you pay a penalty, but you can definitely money launder through donations. I mean, that's why charities have to be pre-approved. You know that, right? The art world is full of this shit, by the way. If you're a criminal and you want to move a lot of money, get into fine art, legitimate fine art. Nobody questions a $10,000 painting. They don't question it at all. Money laundering in the fine art world is still really, really rampant. Because
yes, by art.
Yeah, because art is already inflated, and it's a completely subjective value, so you can't audit it. You can't audit it. You can't come after somebody who bought a $10,000 piece of art and say, this is just a line on a piece of paper. And they say, yeah, but you don't understand, it's art.
Carrot, donate gazillion gift subs to your own channel with dirty money.
Yeah.
Or NFTs CAC.
NFTs,
same thing.
Yeah. NFTs were even worse because they're so fucking idiotic and you can make them so easily. At least with art, you have a piece of art.
Who is okay with losing so much by laundering through Twitch?
I don't know.
Hey Rob, wanna buy some of my art for 10,000?
Oh. The thing that just makes me sick to my stomach
how
is...
much does Twitch take?
Twitch takes half. Twitch takes 50%.
60% Twitch.
50 or 60, yeah. It's ridiculous. They make so much money. Apparently, Twitch is not doing well financially still, though. They're still not doing very well. Yeah, I think, and then Streamlabs takes like 30%, 40%, something like that. So if you do a donation through Streamlabs, and if you're connecting to PayPal,
more than a half. Isn't that robbery?
Yeah, no, they do whatever they want. Apple Store takes 60%.
Oh right, they recently changed that. Just you want to get partnered. What it takes.
I mean, partnered is supposed to be better for you financially, but I don't see it.
50% of a donation. Crazy. Apple takes 30%.
Is it only 30? Still. It's highway robbery because they know that's the only way you can go to do it, to get your stuff out there. I cannot imagine how much...
Everybody wants their cut.
I wonder how much Amazon takes, because you have to have your product on Amazon these days. Amazon must be making...
You do the legwork. You pay for the hardware. You pay for the connection. You pay for the bits and bobs. You pay for everything that's involved with the stream. They take 60% with nothing more than the website being provided.
Yep.
Kind of, because you have no say in how the site operates.
Nope. You don't.
30% you need to pay dev sub for $99 a year.
Yeah. I know. It's insane. What's even crazier is that, like, I have 160 subs right now, which is, pathetic by most streamer standards. I'm very happy for it. But, and I clear about 250 a month, 250 to 350 on a given month. And that actually comes in every month, and that pays for my modems, and that's it.
We should move to a self-hosted Twitch clone. Paying donations with Satoshis, hee.
There-
Oh, and by the way, we're going to shove ads down your viewers' throats so we can generate more revenue
I
at your
can't.
expense.
Yeah, it's insane. But you know what? Twitch is still the best live streaming service. There's just no doubt about it. It's so easy to find new people and to browse through different related streams on Twitch. That's the one thing that YouTube doesn't have even.
Depends on how you do
prayer.
it, but if you do fulfillment by Amazon where it's stored in their warehouse,
Yeah.
you get all the money from the sale, but you have to pay rent based on every square foot you take up in their warehouse.
Oh damn! You kidding me?
Freaking Jeff.
Wow. That's insane. I did not know that about Amazon. I did not know that.
The network effect is so strong.
The network effect in Twitch is where Twitch dominates the world of live streaming.
It's so easy to find new people, and as soon as you open their stream, you get to sit through pre-roll ads before you can even see if it was worth finding the new person.
You can turn that off, you know. I have pre-roll off. I did have pre-roll off. Yep. But in order to get pre-roll off, you have to run an ad within
Capitalism 101.
an amount of time, you know.
You can end up anywhere you fall asleep on the stream and wake up somewhere else like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ads. What ads?
Yeah.
There also might be some ad blocking helpers. What's the best way to support your work? The streamer can, correct, but most
Support
streamers
mine?
are planning on making revenue with ads.
I think the best way to support what I do, if you have GitHub, is to, so far the highest percentage, higher than Patreon, higher than anything else, the higher of direct to developer money is sponsoring on GitHub. But that obviously that doesn't work for every Twitch streamer. But if you have a GitHub account,
Good to know.
the most money comes to you through that. The other thing that's really great about GitHub sponsors is that,
Cut Rob a check and send it in the mail.
well, that would be
Do
nice.
you get suppressed if you ask followers to donate and subscribe some way else? Is there a rule in TOS about it?
No, there's no rules about that in TOS. All kinds of people do it.
What if we sent you a check?
You can send me a check if you want. I just have to have a PO box or give you my email address, and stuff. I need to start thinking about that because I want to keep streaming, and financially it's getting tough. It's getting tough because we're barely clearing the money for the modems and the gas, and I've been going out to eat and stuff. I did my budget recently, and I'm spending more than my Twitch allowance, which is fine because I have a certain amount of money per month, just to screw around with. Because I make good money. It's just
Gas is expensive.
Yeah.
Food is expensive.
and I've been eating out,
Modems are expensive.
and the modems are really expensive. And then I've been putting all this money into the bike. That is not technically Twitch money.
Plus inflation.
Yeah, inflation's what's really kicking my ass right now is I haven't had a raise in.
Write a beginner streamer's guide.
Right.
Make a top 10 best ways to be supported on Twitch, YT, etc.
I'm going to try that. I want to do all of those things. I also want to stay healthy and stream, right? So that's what makes it hard. But I'll tell you, I haven't had a raise in 2 years, and inflation has gone up 18% in that time. So I've taken an 18% cut in pay. And I wish I could tell you the dollar figure that's
Yay,
associated
another
with
book
that.
that will never get written by Rob.
Look, the reason the book won't get written is because I'm exercising and I'm a human being and I have to sleep. And sometimes I like
And
to
you
play.
being a reference for many of us.
I want to do those things. I really do. And the reason I have a full-time job is to pay for everything. And so I don't have to depend on Twitch money. But the Twitch money that I get, I legitimately put it back into the stream. Whether it's,
We are building back better.
yeah. I think, but there's so many streamers I feel like need it more than I do. Some of them. I mean, There are some streamers. This just Jeff is his name. That's
People making good money on YouTube.
Yeah, people. There's yeah. And then you have like what's his name? Hassan. Hassan used to be like a Starbucks coffee barista, and now he's a multimillionaire.
Make I Rob. He'll write the You Seen Athene stream.
I haven't seen Athene stream though. Oh, you talking? Is that the?
18% of 100K is 18K. Now you're only making 82,000.
Yeah, I know. I have lost way more. I've lost way over $20,000 over the last 2 years because I didn't get a raise.
Athene, the paladin.
Oh,
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Because I didn't get a raise, I literally took well over $20,000 in loss. And I have to make a choice. What do I do? What do I do? Do I go complain to my boss or do I threaten to quit? Right in the middle of a move?
Just barely in middle class.
I know. And I'm like flying high at the high class and we're still struggling.
They are now well into poverty.
Oh yeah, they're totally into poverty.
At Nairo IDK him I saw his Asmongold and XQCAI streams.
Yeah.
It's okay. I do cybersecurity for the government. I never see money lol.
Oh. I have a question. Do you guys like the chat on the screen or does that distract from the IRL thing? I noticed when I was watching my own stream the other day that I wanted to full screen it and I didn't want to
At Nairo he's a cult leader in Sammer. Don't the governor pay well?
Government doesn't pay well. The government has the best benefits. The people who work for the government go there because they have kick-ass benefits.
Chat on screen sucks.
You don't like chat on screen? I think it distracts from the experience. But I wanted to try it, and I thought it was easier to review it once it got out there. I think I might get rid of it. I was just
the chat, especially when I write a paragraph.
Yeah. Some people like it. Some people hate it. Some people, the people who like it, they like the full screen.
Chat on the screen.
Yeah, you do like it. There's a vote for and a vote against.
No, just good benefits, especially with fam.
Yeah. I mean, the government is fantastic if you've got a family, right? That's the place to go. Everything's closed now.
Cool.
I mean, so there are some people who put chat on the screen, but they like make it so it's like on the bottom and it doesn't ever go across the top at all. You know, it doesn't go higher than like one line.
Yes, do a little dance. Make a little love.
Get down tonight.
Go out tonight. It's not too distracting.
It's not too distracting.
Wiki paragraph. A paragraph from ancient Greek paragraphos to write beside is a self-contained unit of discourse in writing dealing with a particular point or idea. Though not. Can't always understand what's being said, so reading chat on the screen helps me understand.
Yeah, I think that's true. A lot of international.
Just drive to your home and stream it.
Yeah, I do it all the time, dude. We've already talked about this. We've talked all. We had a whole conversation about doxing earlier tonight. This apartment has already been fully doxed many
Welcome
times.
To Rob's house.
Many
Hi, Doris.
times.
Sam.
Hi, Sam. Yeah, it's a conversation we still have to have.
It doesn't stay up for too long. It's all right. I don't mind it. Party time.
I think maybe the reason it's so wide is
At Rob's.
The reason it's so high is because some of those paragraphs take up the whole screen. Maybe I should turn the.
Tries to dox.
Should
or
I
kill them with cuteness.
Should I turn the font size down so it takes less screen space? Maybe I should do that. I don't know.
Sorry for mentioning it. Might be because Sodapoppin etc. are on high alert about it.
There's a lot of people that are on high alert about that kind of thing.
No, then you can't read it.
Nairo, we need to actually.
I can barely read it.
We need to talk about the doxing thing from Sodapoppin and the rest.
Kept same size font.
But those are big streamers, right? this garbage?
The bottom one and the pizza box.
Sam
those
cookie.
two are not.
I gotta eat some food before I bite somebody's heads off.
Lasagna's gonna be done in like 20 minutes.
Lasagna.
So if you just want to have something to hold you over.
I'll just wait. You're doing stuff.
Sam,
How about
frisbee.
Don't say that. They troll me like that all the time. She's finally figuring out.
Nice.
I'm gonna have half a banana. How about that? Does that sound good?
Why do you have a water cooler in your home?
Because the water here is deadly.
At ascertainment.
Ask Aaron Brockovich.
Lasagna sounds better.
Yeah, Aaron Brockovich came here because the occurrence of lymph node cancer in this specific neighborhood was like something like 10, 20 times higher than the national average. And they found out it was because of the water. Always
This
years.
is where Aaron Brockovich made her name. Great town of deadly water.
It's not.
Not the town.
It's not the town. But she did come here.
Sorry to hear that. Wishing you better water from Austria.
Oh, you're in Austria.
Why, what was there?
My wife has a piece in Austria, in Vienna, right now. Right, Doris?
It's not on display at the moment.
It's not on display.
Almost as bad as Flint.
It was
Not quite that bad.
not quite as bad as Flint, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, my wife's family's from Austria,
No, they're not. They're from Germany.
or Germany.
They're different
Oh,
countries.
nice.
You
I
keep
live in
saying
Vienna,
something about
actually.
Austria, though.
Yeah, because
Was
my
there a
friend
plant?
is there, and that's where I'm gonna go and show. That's not where
I thought you had family in Austria.
No,
You've never had family in Austria ever.
no, I visited it. Had family in Bavaria. That's where my mom was born.
Okay, that's what I'm confused with. Bavaria. I remember it wasn't Germany.
Bavaria is part of Germany.
Bavaria is part
From
of
the
Germany.
Saarland right.
I'm just a dumb American.
Some peanut butter.
It's just a snack. I'm having a lasagna. Lasagna.
Aaron of Flint. I was 2 weeks ago in Frankfurt am Main and Cologne, Germany.
Good. Wow. Aaron,
God, it's 7:30. I haven't done it off yet.
I can do it. I need something to do.
All right, keep it off. She'll be greatly appreciated.
It's positive. I met the best customer service person of all time at REI today.
You did.
Can I just say how much I am in love with REI?
So how much weight do you think you lost?
How much weight? 0. Because
I'm just gaining weight.
I just keep gaining weight because I keep putting
Did you
muscle
hear
on.
about the German intelligence agent who was doubling for Russia?
I did not. Is that official? Damn, that's cool. I want to hear that. What?
This is my hero.
Situation sounds like a movie.
Right here. Louise Bourgeois. She's my
Louise
hero.
Bourgeois is fucking insane.
She's my hero.
Did you just get that book?
Yes, I did.
It's awesome. You actually worked with her.
No, I didn't.
Was it she the one? No. It was
Completely different.
Not
Well-
so cool in my opinion.
what? Oh, the German thing? Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not cool, and she wasn't laughing because of that. She was laughing because of Louise Bourgeois. Did I say her name right?
Bourgeois. She's French. How do you say it?
Bourgeois.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Sammy. I got your dinner right here. My dog is confused because she's not used to me making her
See,
dinner.
this is my plan. Work up until a week before
He was
I
handing
die.
over a series of secret
Leave
documents.
her house up.
Damn.
I wanna leave my
That's
house.
not good.
Karl Marx approves.
Karl Marx is not as bad as Lenin. You guys got to stop equating Marx with Lenin. I mean, it was bad, but in a different way. Marx was actually born a bourgeoisie, and he rebelled against it. Less of a hypocrite. Lenin was a hypocrite to the core. All right, 2 scoops and then 1/3 of soft.
Half a can. The can should be in the thing.
1/3 or a half?
2 scoops, half a can.
Well, I guess I got the first part. You didn't have to repeat it.
Should be in the thing.
Sam's dinner. My parents are born in Karl Marx City Law. I got Das Kapital sitting behind me. Someone tried to steal Lenin's corpse last night also.
Das Kapital. Yeah. They tried to steal his corpse? Where? Isn't it still in Red Square? Красный площадь? А где находится Ленин?
What for?
Тело Ленина где находится?
Cyber 3 entry in what?
Это еще на Красной площади или нет? Есть еще Красная площадь. Может быть, больше нету. Huh?
I thought this book was more about the artist, just all photographs of her. Interesting.
Wow. She liked taking pictures of herself.
No,
I think we got another double agent here, lol.
a photographer.
Вы пока не...
Why am I talking?
Listen to me. I'm listening to you.
A photographer took pictures
Google
of
it.
her.
Of course,
I
a
swear
photographer
lol.
took pictures of her. That's like obvious.
I
I
died
didn't like
laughing.
that actually. They tried to talk her into it.
Okay. Somebody tried to steal Lenin's body yesterday.
I heard.
You're hungry.
Rob, are you still an undercover agent? Karl Marx.
That's AKIP. I can always tell AKIP's questions every time. Yes. There I said it. I'm an undercover agent.
I can't understand how you keep up with all this laughing face.
Karl Marx. I mean, why should I deny it anymore? Doris, I'm an agent. Should I just tell him that from now on?
Whatever.
Might be dangerous.
Only BC speaking in Russian.
Somebody
Yeah.
might believe it. There's new people here that have never heard me speak in Russian, and they're like, what the hell?
Damn, you're good.
Я говорю по-русски, конечно, я шпион, русский шпион. Вот почему. Je parle français aussi.
OFC, it's dangerous.
Je parle français aussi, et ça veut dire simplement que je suis espion français. Pour la patrie. Bien sûr, je suis espion.
Why do you think an overworked and underpaid government worker is here? That's a fantasy language.
Quelle langue? Le français, bien.
Can't find the Lenin body heist article.
Because they're controlling all the media, don't you know? That's right, Sam. I am the bearer of your dinner this evening. I want you to take note. She's like, this guy, she licks her lips. She's like, I don't care. I just want my dinner. There you go. She looks at me like, did you put something funny in it? Because you don't do this very often, and I'm not sure. Or should have microwaved it for her. I wonder if she'd like it better.
No. In the metal bowl?
Of course not in the metal bowl. You think I'm an idiot? My wife's faith in me continues to diminish as our relationship grows together.
There. That's what I think.
What are you gonna do with that?
Nothing. I'm just playing.
Are you gonna put that out?
No.
You should.
Focusing on stealing a corpse.
You found an article on stealing a corpse? How about I go play a game or something? Is this coffee that didn't get drunk?
No, that's my
It's
tea.
cyber-free entry and thanks.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm just asking. Just asking questions.
You're putting your nose in where it doesn't belong.
Oh my god. This woman needs food.
I thought you were gonna say spanking.
That would be nice. I'll fulfill that. I know, I'm gonna go away now. This has been a tough day. There's like a negative energy. You have got to see that moon though. I went out to the moon. I'm trying not to film you because you know.
Where is it?
We were going back across the lake, and it was this big orange full moon. It was perfectly mirrored on the lake. It was amazing. It was just completely randomly there. And then Caroline, the super happy REI person, who says, "Don't you worry about it. You bring it back. You have up to a year, full satisfaction, no questions asked."
Did you order the first one from REI?
Did you bring
No.
in your pants?
Where'd you order the first
Amazon,
one?
because I thought it would be better. But I'm now. She goes. Did you buy it from Amazon? Oh yeah, they'll take it back because they do refunds. She was like, the nicest. She was so wonderful, so wonderful. Everybody's like, oh my god, the nicest service. She goes, you can get the bigger one or you can get the smaller one, and then if you don't like it, for no reason at all, just bring it back within a year, and without any question, they'll take it back. Because they want their outdoor people to be happy. And I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I know why. Because the Yakima rack that's like, it's, the rack that I bought was completely lesser than the one I had before. It's about an extra $150, $200 because you're buying it REI instead of buying it from the place direct and all that.
Right.
But it was definitely worth it. I almost called you and asked you if you wanted anything.
Hello again, Rob.
I just
Caroline
want
here.
paper.
Thanks for nice words.
wearing
You were
paper.
sweet as well.
Caroline here. You were sweet as well. Caroline, you're not. Are you actually Bike Rider 321? You could be. I might even believe it.
But he carries 4 bikes.
Bike Rider 321 could possibly be Caroline in disguise. Oh, that's another thing too. So the rack I got covers 4 bikes instead of just 2. So I don't
At
know.
Bike Rider 321, are you really Caroline?
I mean, she could be. We would never know. She could be. She definitely could be.
At Bike Rider 321, show us the secret Caroline handshake.
The secret Caroline handshake. Maybe I should clean my room. No, or I should just play Overwatch.
Guys, he knows it already. He's AS*Y.
Damn.
Sweet Caroline. Ba ba ba.
Sweet Caroline. You old farts. How do you know that music? You're so fucking old. I'm eating peanuts. I'm gonna go play a video game until dinner's ready.
Okay, 'cause that'll distract you, right?
Huh?
'Cause that'll distract you.
That'll stop me from annoying you. How about that? And then we'll have dinner and we'll leave the music on and I'll just eat
I
it.
like old music.
I like old music too. I like.
Caroline always helps 60-year-old grandfathers.
Oh my god. Oh, Doris, I have to tell you this.
That joke didn't work with your wife, Keck. New music sucks. Did you see the trash Grammys?
So, I had that kind of heavy box, right? And I was outside trying to put it in my hitch, and I
At
kind of
Bike
leaned
Rider
backward.
321, which
and
shop
this-
was it that packed the bike for you to send back
This
to Amazon?
20-something
This is a test.
mom come like running over to me. Can I help you? And I was like, oh my god. The kind of person that I would be rushing to aid, and she ran to help me. She goes, "Can I help you? We can get it in there." And I'm like,
I'm having a customer BRB.
and then I go into the REI, and I'm like walking around, and everybody's like, "I'm gonna help, I gotta help this
At Bike
this
Rider
man."
321.
I'm getting.
If you push it forward, is it easier?
Damn it, Sam! She knocked her water off.
Yeah.
I didn't even knock it all over this time. She knocked her own water over.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. Because I saw her pan and it would pushed into the water. You don't have to do it. I got it.
No, I got this out.
fine. You look very cozy.
I want it to be very
Wouldn't it be nice if we could actually snuggle on a couch that didn't have dog hair on it?
Oh, dreams. I don't know.
Can we dream on about that someday?
Such indulgences are in our future.
Okay, I'm gonna put my foot down.
We're worthy of
Here it goes. I'm gonna put my foot down, Doris.
What?
You know, I demand. How about that?
Oh God.
I demand
A couch.
a couch with no dog hair, on which I can snuggle with you, and make the dog jealous because she has to sit in the corner.
Okay. I want you to think back.
I know you used to make that.
All our time of being married, how frequently we had a normal family room where you could just.
Do you know?
sit and
You know what my
watch
favorite memory
movies.
was? My favorite family memory was watching Dur Rah 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 on the patent whatever leather black couch with the dog at our feet, and the dog was able to snuggle on your feet, and I could put my arm around you, and Otto was off doing his thing, and we all watched anime together.
I was thinking, remember that one time in Davidson?
It went by
when I
like dust to
just
dawn,
made-
isn't that the way?
When I
Turn it
just
down.
made the family room, and we watched Alien.
Yeah.
Was it no Bill and Ted?
Bill and Ted, yeah.
All three of us. And I said, like, mark
I-
this moment because it's not gonna
Okay,
last.
so I'm gonna say it again. I think the secret is the dog just wants to be touching you.
Yes.
The secret is to put a special spot on a modular couch where the feet, your feet,
Yeah.
or even my feet, frankly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like my aunt always had it. She, the super clean freak.
Yeah.
She had a blanket on the couch, and that was the only place the dog could lay.
Right, and the dog would stay there, and then we can sit relatively safe distance,
Yeah,
and we
we
can,
just have to be firm.
and we
with
have to
her.
make sure that the couch doesn't pick up.
Well, that's why
the
I want
dander
leather.
and
I
stuff.
want a real leather couch.
Yeah,
at
me
some
too.
Point that's like super
And then we
cozy.
can like sit in here, and Otto can show us all his stupid videos.
We should probably do that setup where they have the family room where they have two couches facing each other.
I think I want that.
You know, because that way there's like a couch,
Make it so
the dog, and then a couch.
everybody.
We'll work for Bank of America.
Look, we know you're the one in charge here. I'm just
I
pretending.
know, but you know what? There's also, I'm trying to make work within our means.
All right, I have something fun to show everybody while I wait, though. All right, guys, guess Naruto. Yeah, da ra ra ra. Naruto is like I understand Naruto is like, you know, it's lame. Naruto is not true anime. It's like my favorite anime is look at that. Look. This is something fun to play with. We're gonna go play with this right now.
Right, it was soft, light, and dull.
This is my new light. Light. Isn't this crazy? Wash hands. From what? Feeding the dog? We're not doing that. What you think? Do you? You want to go out there too? All right, fine. Fine. I gotta put her on a leash though because she's gonna get mad at us. She's gonna walk off. Watch her poop on me. Every time I don't take a bag is when she poops.
Absolutely, I always take a bag.
And then she.
I often take 2 bags when I'm taking on a walk. She's pooped twice on me, and then I've been shit out a lot.
She called me Bob.
Who called you Bob?
Somebody. I introduced myself. I love how Sam's always like, whatever. It's our flashlight. Look how powerful it is. Watch. That's not even a high beam. Look, here's the boost. Ready? Level 1. Okay, ready? Watch. Watch. Level 1. Okay, there's nothing. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Look at that. It's like a movie set. It's like a movie set light. I mean, how cool is that? See, look, now we know not to trip over this thing here. Isn't that great? Hold on, Sam.
At Biker Rider 321 GJ.
This is the kind. Look here. Okay, so imagine this is on my headlamp, my handlebars
So
now.
I guess the cars coming towards you don't need sight.
Well, this light is for vision, so I can actually use this to see what's on the road, like ahead of me.
Where do you live?
She's steaming. She's literally steaming. How you doing, Yato? Exclamation point docks. I live in North Carolina. This is the greatest thing ever for cycling. I love it. It's like so
BPM 69
compact.
nice. How was the day? Hi, I am Oki.
You're okay? Hey, what's that? Look, there's like a random hair clip.
Were you successful? I didn't see much of the stream.
Successful at what? We did. We got a new rack. Tomorrow we'll go bike.
Exclamation mark. Docs. Bones.
Oh, I'm sorry. DOX. Right now we're just trying to find. I'm practicing with my new flashlight. See? Oh damn! She's actually pooping. She's actually pooping. I'm gonna give her her privacy.
Exclamation mark.
Look
Docs.
at you can see the trees in the distance. That's how bright it is. All right, damn it, Sammy. You're.
Damn.
All right, Sam's got to wait while I. All right, don't look if you don't want to see steaming pile of shit. That is the actual name. I'm warning you right now. The reason I took a light out here is because I don't want to step in it.
How does she feel when you pick it up?
I don't know. Ask her. Satisfied?
Dog shit. You mean Elon Musk?
Danny, wait. Wait. Look at my nose. Don't smell. It smells so bad. Oh my god. Sammy, your poop stinks. Oh. Sam, come here. Come here. Coming? Good girl.
Nice catch.
Pile of poop. Come here, Sam. Sam. She's all excited now. She's like, I went poop. Now I can like jump and play. Come on. Let's go back in. Come on. I wonder how long this light lasts. It's really good though. That was like the lowest setting. Come on, Sam. Sam. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Come on, Sam. Sam. Good girl. You're a good girl.
This just has to
Come on.
rest for a minute, Rob.
Rest. I love that cooking term. It has to rest. As if
Sam
it's
treat.
as if it has exerted itself. Sam treat.
Sam is such a cutie.
This is
Oh,
awesome.
you had the flashlight?
This thing, I can like see deer in the woods like a mile away with this. It's so crazy. It's like so powerful.
Oh, Daddy fed you and took you out? What is
And
that?
picture poop up.
Oh my goodness. It's a trifecta.
She's definitely a cutie. All right, I'm gonna go raid somebody and go eat my dinner with my family. I might be back to play a little bit of Overwatch later.
Wash hands.
Yes, I need to wash my hands. I'm gonna do it before I eat dinner. Right now, we're gonna raid somebody in the Just Chatting ranks, probably. 77 beats per minute, so says my heart. Walking around with that dog, it's actually a good workout. All right, so who are we going to raid? Any obvious people to raid? We could dial Jess. We could do the Ducks. I like Jess a lot. Let's go raid Jess. We could actually raid Jess while we listen to. We have to listen to Jess's music while. I don't know who else we got. Is there some other streamer that you guys like in the just chatting category? Twitch. Oh, there he is. 30 show. Yeah, he's the guy we've been rating. Funky Chill. IRL towboating. What? That's kind of cool. Let's see who else is in just chatting. What the heck? What the heck? Earthquake in Turkey, hype. Hassan. Oh, I don't know. Oh, the Chess Girls. I mean, I like the people that I find that I don't know, you know? I wish,
Hassan is Turkish, right?
I think he might be.
Are you going to bed now?
No, I'm gonna come back and play something else. Probably. I mean, let's go ahead and raid Hassan, given the earthquake. Given the earthquake, I kind of want to raid him. So I legitimately want to see what's up. So that was some pretty big news. He obviously doesn't need the raid from me, but I kind of just want to look at it. He won't even notice the raid. He's such a big streamer, but I can still try it.